And we are back again. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, UTR proudly presents Talk Yo Shit. And did y'all miss us? We missed y'all. So with that being said, we going to get right into it. We about to talk about movies and TV shows tonight. So like I said, put your kids to bed, get yourself a drink. It's going to be a doozy. So let's get to it.
You're on mute.
First of all, my hearing a little messed up because I could have sworn it said put your titties to bed. I don't know where my mind is at tonight, but it surely sounded like what you said. But if you didn't, it's cool. If you did, even better. Like you said, tonight's conversation is going to be all about movies and TVs. And we're not just talking about TV shows and movies from back then when we were younger. I'm talking about from then all the way up to now. So keep that in mind when you're answering these questions. And the first question I'm going to ask is pretty simple. Give me one thing that you look for in a director when it comes to them directing a movie or a TV show. Give me one thing when it comes to a director that you like to see in them. One thing.
Thank you.
Producing a good cast.
Okay.
Make sure the storylines like flow, like it's coherent.
Well, you're gonna put that one right on my mouth.
Continuity.
Oh shit, we got big words coming up here, y'all already. Be prepared.
Honestly, just the flow of the story. If it is matching with the visuals, usually I do love when the color schemes go well with the way that the story is being told. Um, Also, just the overall scripting. Like the point of a director is to make sure the entire story comes together collectively. So
Did we say one word or did we say? Never mind. Go ahead.
we said
No.
one
I just
word.
said I didn't say one word. I said just give me one thing. But if y'all want to add more, y'all can add more. But let me just get mine's out real quick. And mine's is the attention to the details, those little bitty details that they think that nobody's going to pay attention to. And if you're a person like me, and I know you guys, then you pay attention to details. You're going to pay attention to that person that was laying on that bed when old girl called Craig on Friday talking about who you go to the show with last night. Most people would have never paid attention, but if you pay attention to details, it was a whole dude laying on the side of her. So it's the attention to those little details for me.
Most definitely.
If y'all got anything else, y'all can add to it. But I just want to give everybody a chance to kind of get their, answer in. Anybody got anything else?
I don't think as of now.
No. Jay looking. You didn't find it. Okay. Well, Heather, go to the comments.
Alrighty. May Love is in the building. Welcome back. It's good to see
Hey,
you.
May.
She says, "Hey guys," and Zakia is also in the building. Hey Z. She says,
Hey,
"What up,
Z.
guys?"
Okay. Which actor embodied the artist the best? Which actor embodied the artist the best?
Damn, that's actually a hard one because there's a couple of good ones actually.
If they good, they good. I don't think nobody's better than anybody, but which actor do you think embodied the best?
I mean, well, we all know that one of the answers is definitely Jamie Foxx with Ray, of course. But also only because I maybe saw it in the last recent years. But Chadwick as James Brown did
Heather, I need you to answer one thing and give everybody else a chance to answer.
My apologies. I will stop with Chadwick.
Besides, you just stole my damn answer, but I got another one. Let's go.
Okay. No problem. I'm done.
I'm gonna say Willie Draper.
Ooh.
And if you don't know who Willie Draper is, that is the guy who played the teenage to some to what is it, Thriller, Michael Jackson in the All American Jackson 5 story.
Mm.
Anybody else? I was gonna troll for a minute and be like the old lady that played the lady from Selena. That every time you see her, it,
You're funny for that. But
um,
it's damn
I,
shame she played that well that everybody's still pissed off at her as a just an actress.
I'm going to say, and I might get some flack for it, but I think Beyonce did a good job as Etta James, and I also think that Angela Bassett did a good job as Tina Turner.
That is facts.
And then you got to go to what's his name, Larry, because he did that as Ike Turner.
Most definitely.
Okay, yes, Billie Holiday. That's Audrey Day. Okay, okay, I see that.
She was looking at the comments.
No, I was looking at the comments. Sorry, I'll wait for y'all to.
Well, thanks for giving your three answers. We told Heather she only can give one, but I'll give one, and I'll say Denzel Washington and Malcolm X. Thank you. On to the next person, please.
You're welcome, Aaron.
Well, since all the answers has been taken, I'm gonna go ahead and throw uh throw Leon in there. It's David Ruffin.
Okay. Yeah. You need to think about that one. Why did that slip out?
Okay, speaking of that, how do y'all feel about Leon? This is a sidebar to that, since he said Leon. Leon playing Little Richard.
You know
I
what's
think he
funny?
did.
I just seen clips of it. I never actually watched the full on like throughout movie, but from what I saw, I thought he did a pretty good job. But it doesn't top him being Ruffin though.
He did a good job in the movie because I actually watched the movie. So yeah,
Me too. That's why I asked. Did any of you
Right.
guys see it? No. Okay.
It was kind of came out. Most of the time, you see it pop up to me. I feel like on like BET. At least that's when I see caught it a little bit. All right, everybody answered.
yep.
All right, 1 second. So I'm gonna go to the comments. Kristen is in the building. She says, "Hey." She also
Hey.
says Woody McLean as Bobby Brown. Yeah, he did a really good job. Zakia says Chadwick Boseman in Get On Up. James Brown. Maylove says Audrey Day. I think that's her. That's the name. She played the latest Billie Holiday. And Maylove also says Lorenz Tate as Frankie Lyman.
Kristen did too.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kristen. Kristen said
No,
that.
they both said it.
Oh, they both said it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay. This is going to be actors and actresses and which movie was their best. So I'm going to give you a name and you tell me what movie you think was their best and why. So, what was Robin Williams' best movie and why? What was Robin Williams' best movie and why?
Damn. I kind of want to say for me, it was Mrs. Doubtfire. And it's not just because of the antics and him being funny, but he was able to embody the emotion of both characters, him as a father and wanting to spend more time with his kids to the point where he went through those antics to do it. But even when he became Mrs. Doubtfire and how he embodied just being that old woman or whatever, but I really did, that was one of the best ones for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say his best movie was House Party. No, that's Robin Harris. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Well, since you said that, I'm gonna go with. I mean, you said Miss Doubtfire, which is practically a. You know what? Nah, Aladdin. Aladdin. And I don't. Being honest, I don't think anybody could play that part the way he did. In my opinion, especially back in them days.
I agree with both of you guys' answer, but since I think we all eclectic people, another big word for your ass tonight. Um,
It's a big word for Elmo.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say Hook. Um,
Oh,
I think Robin Harris. I mean Williams. I mean Harris Williams, whatever you want to call him. I think he did a great job embodying Hook. But I do agree with Miss Doubtfire in House Party. I mean Aladdin.
I love it.
You
I
know,
freaking love it. I'm
Oh,
I,
going to say the cage bird. Or the bird cage, I mean. The bird
Birdcage.
cage. The
Oh,
bird cage.
I always forget about that too.
And if you've never seen the bird cage, Robin Williams is married to a man and his son comes to visit, and it's just a lot of things on how he tried to change on being a gay man to, get along with the fiance's parents or whatever the case may be. Funny movie, hilarious. That definitely showed his range, in my opinion. But I'm going to say the birdcage.
ah, I'm mad that Jake took my damn answer. Said Aladdin.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say House Party. I was about to be like, how did I take your answer? But okay.
but I will say I agree with Aladdin because I believe how animated he was in playing Genie. Like even with the actor that played the Genie on the series, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare to how Robin Williams embodied that role. And I would say it's between that and Jumanji.
And I want to say this. Keep in mind that we lost that man too early and too soon. He still had a lot left, which brings me to this is what mental health month, and he was struggling with that. So I need y'all, man, if y'all got some problems, seek help, talk to somebody. Somebody's willing to help you.
can I throw an honorable mention?
Go ahead.
Me
Um,
too.
Jack. Um, one of my
Jack was
favorite
good.
Robin Williams movies that wasn't like him being a total clown throughout the whole
Hmm.
movie. It was more of a serious, but also brings back some childhood nostalgia as well. So I'll say Jack as well as my
Uh,
honorable.
I want to throw in
Definitely.
an honorable mention as well. 1 hour photo.
Get out my head. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm thinking about that just now.
1 hour photo.
Nice.
That is also when he wasn't playing Robin Williams as we know and love. He actually
hmm.
got serious and he actually like I don't know, just something about what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I loved it. I was like, I never heard Robin Williams go ahead like that. So yeah, 1 hour photo was a good movie as well. One of his best ones.
I agree.
I agree with that too. All right, did we get everybody's answers?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, Mayla says, shit, that's a hard one. Takia says Mrs. Doubtfire, his range of all the characters he played, even the voiceovers he did for his job in the movie. Mayla says Aaron's on tonight. She also says Patch Adams,
Good movie.
Anji. And then Zakia said Popeye.
All right. What was Angela Bassett best movie and why?
God damn. God damn. Uh,
Coretta Scott King.
yeah.
I feel like with her, she is a method actor or actress, and she will embody those people to a T. and it's so real that you really think it's that person. So for me, it's Coretta Scott King.
I will agree. Um, Still, I mean, I know it's for me. I'm going in between. Honestly, of course, her playing was Tina, and what's love got to do with it? Just because she literally became her for real. But also Bernadine. And the reason why did I say Bernadine? No, now don't even start. When you
No,
really
please
look
do.
at the way that she embodied that fucking rage, when she tore that motherfucking closet up and burnt all that shit, and not even just based on that, but just the emotional roller coaster it is to go through have a marriage for 11 years and then literally have to start all over. Like she really did embody each and every part of the grief of losing, going through a marriage, even down to, the divorce settings and things like that. And her eventually, after a while, kind of figuring out like this is just what it is.
He gave her the house. Now sell it.
You ain't shit for that.
That's too bad, Bernadine.
You ain't right. But yeah, I'm
But
going to Bernadine.
Heather stole my answer with Bernadine, so I'm gonna have to go once again with Katherine Jackson. I don't want you no more. I don't want you. I don't want you. I heard her. I heard her. Loved it.
Oh,
That's still a good answer though, because she played the fuck out there role.
He stole my answer though, because I wanted to bust the. Guess what, John? You're the motherfucker that that was my shit. So go ahead.
All right. I think Lady Shell is probably her best role, but again, we eclectic. We got a little bit of range on the show. Um,
do it.
I'm gonna go Boys in the Hood. Um, although her role is very minimal, um, I think sending what's his name to his daddy was probably the best thing she could have done in the movie. I'm gonna say a funny role was how Stella got her groove back.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, the Notorious movie, playing Biggie's mom. I think she did a good job in that movie. Um,
Eh,
Meech,
Aaron.
I'm sorry if I took all your answers, but wait a minute,
Literally,
y'all
No,
got
I
three
wasn't
answers.
finna do that. I wasn't finna
Y'all
stop you
got
for that.
three. Y'all
Listen,
got three
I
answers in the
wasn't finna
beginning.
stop you. I was not
Wait,
finna stop you. I was finna do
wait a
this.
minute. Let me
Sit your
finish.
ass down and drink your coffee, your cafe au lait. You talk now, talk to you.
Listen, I thought those were mashed potatoes underneath your bed, but at the end of the day, either way,
Where's the plate?
I wasn't
since you
even
stop,
finna stop you. I just wanted to do
so
that
you
part because
stop,
you mentioned it. I knew
you
you was
stop
doing
me
it.
now. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna pass it over to Meech. You have the leftovers. I guess those mashed potatoes underneath the bed you threw away. I guess those are all yours, sir. So have fun memory your
Hey,
favorite
hey,
Biggie movie.
hey.
Or excuse me, Angela Bassett movie. I said Biggie movie. Where's Mama behind that? Jesus Christ.
Oh man, yo, hey, no offense taken, man. Hey, it's all these are all good answers, and I will say I agree with all of them, and I'll throw in a few myself. Um, her playing Betty Shabazz in Panther, and I and I will say I'll even throw in the role she got in Black Panther as well. So
Okay. Okay. Evan, to the comments.
all right. All right. As a kid said, what's love got to do with it? And she also said she did good in American Horror Story. I wouldn't have expected for her to take on that role. Yeah, as Marie Laveau, she
Yeah.
did it.
But it was a lot going on with that. She said she had to do a lot of like cleansing and praying after that stuff because that stuff was real. But
Yeah.
moving on, what was Samuel L. Jackson best movie and why?
I wanted to troll so bad and say snakes on the plane.
Gator and Jungle Fever.
That's my
Wow.
favorite. Go ahead and do it, Jay. Go ahead and do it.
Mama, check out this new step. I made this one just for you.
Okay.
Man, I want to troll so bad and
It
say
was so funny when Ozzy Davis blew his intestines out.
Black Snake Moan.
oh man.
Did you say Black Snake Moan?
Nah, I'm going with Shaft. I'm
Damn,
definitely going with Shaft.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm mad.
Gerald, wait, Gerald, you gave your answer already? Okay, cool. If Meech, if you say something, never mind. Give your answer. If you get meta punch in the throat tonight, meta, heavy on the meta. No violence on this show tonight, kids or adults or whoever's watching out there.
This is a family show.
Go ahead and I dare somebody to say Soul Man. I dare somebody.
And him in Glass.
Oh
Him
man.
in Glass as well.
Hey, the hell with y'all. That was a good movie. I don't care what you talking
For the Rolling Glass.
Crazy as hell in that movie.
Oh my
No, I was
god.
asking Gerald because he's like, that was a good movie. I'm like, Glass or Soul Man.
He's talking about
Soul Man.
Soul
Damn.
Soul Man was a good movie. And
Oh, yeah,
Glass
that was a good
What are
movie.
you talking
That's
about?
I said Glass.
His
I said
best movie.
I don't think it's his best movie. No, but
Yeah, that's what I said. Nobody on this panel better say Soul Man, or else when I see you,
that's Gerald's movie.
yeah, you possum face motherfucker.
You got a pantry full of dog food. There ain't no dog in here.
go ahead, Mitch. It's on you.
Oh my god. But I will say, oh, I'm going to say East Bayou.
It's funny because I was thinking about that beach.
Oh shit!
East Bayou.
Daddy,
Playing-
I was literally thinking about East Bayou. I
And,
was.
low key, I was gonna troll and say Minister Society.
He was in there. Yeah.
God
Playing Kane's dad.
You owe me money. You owe me some money.
The fuck you mean you ain't got the money yet, motherfucker? You best be coming back with my cash here. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, Tat.
I'm gonna say his little 2 minutes of fame and coming to America in the restaurant.
When he went to go rob it.
Yeah, and he got knocked on his butt with the mop stick.
Nobody ain't said it yet, and I was waiting.
Pulp Fiction, man. Like,
Oh,
Pulp
damn.
Fiction.
Okay, definitely.
Completely forgot about Pulp
Jackie
Fiction.
I'm
Brown.
like, how the hell y'all just bashing Pulp Fiction? I'm bullshitting with Gator. Like, I mean, it was a good role that he did. I mean, he looked
You know
dirty
what?
and so did Halle Berry.
I just see my answer in the comments because I completely forgot about that movie. Definitely.
Didn't win your answer. You forgot about it.
No, because I was thinking of other movies. Like honestly, I was trolling at first because I said snakes on the plane.
I said Black Snake Moan, which that movie was crazy as hell.
But also, you know what? Coach Carter. That was a good role.
It was
It was.
Triple X.
Fuck, I forgot about Triple A. Damn, no mention of him being Fury. Wait, yeah, Fury.
Isn't he? What's his name in The Incredibles?
Oh,
Frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah. Where's my super suit? Where's my super suit? I'm sorry, I don't think him.
That is good to know that even he had a cartoon character.
I just knew Jay was gonna
Yeah,
say his
multiple.
role in Django.
I was gonna say Django. I was gonna say Steven and Django, but I was like, nah, let me stop bullshitting. It's not his best work. Or even
But the Hateful Eight.
I was just about to say that the Hateful Eight shit. That movie was good too.
That movie was
right to that.
the Great White Hype.
Cap. Oh, Don King.
Okay.
All right, though. I got it.
Do the Right Thing.
Yep.
Damn.
And that's the truth. Ruth.
Did y'all like him in Superfly?
Say it again.
Did y'all
Superfly.
like him in Superfly? Yeah,
Where was he at in Superfly? What Superfly?
the old Superfly, not the new one.
I
Oh,
don't even
y'all,
remember seeing him in the
What?
old.
I guess y'all didn't watch that one from 1990.
No,
I just don't remember
trust,
him in there.
trust and believe, bro. Like, don't do that. You already know how I get down.
The Return of Superfly. He's in
Didn't
that
see that
movie.
one.
Okay, that's why.
Didn't
Wow.
see that
I
one.
didn't know about that.
I was about to say
Um,
the Return of. Okay.
what
Go
about Fresh? Y'all watch
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fresh?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, Die
yeah.
Hard with a Vengeance. How did we forget that one?
The Great
How did we?
White Hype.
I said that one just a minute
He said
ago.
that one with Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yes,
If we're gonna
definitely.
go
I,
with that,
All
then
right.
we
Yeah,
might as well
we,
mention Jurassic Park.
yeah, we can't forget him
oh,
in the Marvel movies playing
all
Nick
the
Fury.
Marvel movies,
That's what I'm
180,
saying, Fury.
No.
187.
Yep.
So he got a bunch under
Then
his
I'm about to
belt
say the
that we're
Negotiator.
considering
If y'all
great.
seen it,
A
They said
negotiator.
he's in juice.
He's in Juice. Yeah,
yeah, he is. But I don't like it. He's a pet. Nothing. Forget it.
he's in Kill Bill. Like he got
Go
movies
Better Blues.
Well, Kill Bill, that was real small. Like you
very
barely
small.
even seen him.
All
That's
right,
the
well,
attention to details.
True.
we
That
uh
is
we we skimmed through this whole catalog already.
Somewhat. So let's go.
all
Let's
right.
see what
But
they
We'll
talk
go
about
to
next
Anybody
the
month.
miss the
others.
school days?
Yeah.
Hmm. All righty. Zakia says Jackie Brown with that hair, LOL. She also
Yeah.
said Lakeview Terrace.
Fuck out of
Taria's in
here.
the building. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back.
What up?
She
Hey,
says A Time to Kill and Glass.
Time to kill. Yeah. I hope they burn
I
in
love Jimmy
hell.
Glass.
Love it.
Okay, the next one is what was Loretta Devine best movie and why?
Oh my god.
Loretta Devines.
I'm gonna say Funny Valentine.
Get out my.
That was one of her best movies
Mm,
because to embody someone like that and play that role the way she played it, wow,
hmm.
That was
in my
definitely
opinion.
the role I was thinking of. I'm gonna have to second that honestly, because everything else it just seems like it's kind of pretty much the same role. That one was a bit different. What about you?
Mm.
Like it just seemed like she was always a mother or a grandmother, or I mean, it just kind of rolled the same.
She plays the same role on every movie. Not taking away from what she does or her craft, but
Right. But I mean, you can go with Dream Girls, the original.
That's actually
Hmm.
that's a good one. She played the fuck out of L'Oreal.
I'm just gonna put her in Waiting to Exhale because if I say anything else, they're gonna laugh at me. So
Nah, I wouldn't actually.
I was
Right.
I
because I
would.
was gonna say either First Sunday or Kingdom
Uh
Come.
huh. She was a little
Kingdom
boy.
Come.
Oh, Kingdom. You could
Oh,
have said
Kingdom
Kingdom
Come.
Come.
That was an all
I
star lineup.
Wake up, Holly. Can you hear me? Wake up.
Wake up, Satan! Wake up!
But to say that again, she played the same role in all these movies, but to say that's her best role, it would be trolling. So I was just gonna.
Yeah.
That's why I put her in
Yeah.
Waiting to Exhale.
Well, let's not even
Yeah.
say best role. Let's just say a great movie that you know, or a movie that you liked.
this Christmas.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Muriel on the PJs.
Can you just
I hate both of y'all, just so you know that.
the couple says the exact same answer.
Right.
Right. Crazy.
I don't know with Loretta, like Aaron said, it's like it is kind of hard to figure out which is like what was
Yeah,
she
like that's
on the list.
difficult.
I mean, Kingdom Come does stand out though
Oh
Yeah.
my
because she's
God.
so goddamn annoying.
Ah, Jesus got the knob. Well, Satan got the car keys. Look at Mama. You don't understand. I want to find me a nice girl and settle down so we can have about 2 or 3 kids, so we can get on welfare. It's like my favorite part in the fucking movie. I don't care.
Right, did everybody give their answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Zakia says PJs as Muriel. And Taria says, blessed assurance, Jesus is mine.
Oh hell no!
Okay.
That's when she called back with that goddamn spoon.
What was Denzel's best movie? And
Denzel.
why? I ain't sure. Or give me a Denzel movie that you like and
I
why.
mean, you can keep it the same way. I mean, it's still. I mean, he has a lot of. I think Denzel is easier to pick out as opposed to Loretta Devine, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But mm,
Can we say Training Day?
yes,
Training Day,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
American Gangster.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
Remember the Titans. Antoine Fisher.
Oh,
I'm
love
still
that movie.
standing. I'm still strong.
I'm a man.
The whole Equalizer series.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Oh, series.
Definitely.
The whole series, he says.
Even the Bone Collector.
The
That was
Bone
one of my
Collector.
favorite movies.
That movie's fire. Yes, the Bone Collector.
Um,
And I go
Pencil.
Even though he was getting his finger over there molested.
um.
The
y'all
Preacher's
probably-
Wife.
I hated that movie.
What
I
about
know.
Fences?
I'll throw in the book of Eli.
I'm gonna go with some. I'm a an honorable mention. I'm gonna say Ricochet.
What about Fences?
I said Fences a minute ago. Yeah, maybe y'all didn't hear me.
Fences was good.
Oh, the
I
Honestly,
told
great
even
debaters.
Gladiator too. Him being at the age now.
The Great Debaters was good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Better Blues.
Yeah,
He definitely got a list of shit.
yeah. Like I
He got
said, it's
Game. Oh, the
The
Hurricane.
Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, like
the Hurricane. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, the Inside Man.
Inside Man, John Q.
He
Um,
got game.
I think Deja Vu as well.
He
Yep.
got game. Yeah, that was a good one.
So he got a good, very,
Book,
very,
the
very
Book
good.
of Eli.
Yep.
I said that too.
The
Safe.
Pelican Brief was good too.
I just really he has definitely done like his fair share of action movies and dramas and like he's done a lot.
And last but not least, the newest Gladiator install. I thought he did a great job in that.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
that.
mentioned it earlier. He for it to be later in his career and he nailed that role.
Oh, Zakia, Flight, for sure. Sorry, Heather.
No, you good. All right, everybody answered. All righty. Okay, so to the comments, Teresa said Malcolm X. Maylove says Glory. Taria also said Mo Better Blues. Also Ricochet. And then Maylove says Out of Time. And I forgot about that movie. Kia says Flight. Completely forgot about Flight.
Sorry. Aaron just said that.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
It's okay.
Okay,
We
we
were
got two
saying
more.
like so many movies at the same time.
We go flip.
I'm glad my mic is not loud tonight.
I heard
Like, we
you.
got one more comment. Maylove says the football one. I can't think of the name.
Remember the Titans.
Coach. Yeah, that's Remember the Titans.
Okay. What was Viola Davis' best movie?
Honestly, The Woman King.
Was it The Help?
Yeah.
The Help was a good. Yeah, that was.
The Help was a good movie.
Mhm.
Or no? And then was she in the one? Hold on, let me
Yeah,
fact check
but-
this real quick, 'cause I don't want to throw out a movie that she's not in. I look stupid.
I forgot she was in the Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like one of the main characters.
Okay, I'm not going to even do a movie. I'm going to do a show. And that's How to Get Away with Murder.
Fences.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't say that movie because I was real dumb because she's not in that movie. Damn.
When she was crying with them snot bubbles, I was just like, yeah, this is
Standing here with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, The Woman King was good. Suicide Squad, I think she did good in that too.
Oh, I hated her in that movie. I wanted them to kill her so bad.
I think we all did, but this is
That was the point. She did what she did her job.
black
No,
woman in
no,
charge.
she did do her
Hey,
job.
No, I
hey!
mean,
Don't
it's
answer
pissing you
who you
off to be
don't
the
like for the
villain.
movie. Just hold on.
That's a question later on down the road.
Yeah, you jumping.
I'm thinking,
I'm talking to Jay because he the one that answered it.
is that Velvet? Damn, he froze too. Oh, there you go. All right, did everybody say they Viola Davis movie
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think Meech, did you say a Viola Davis movie?
or TV show?
It's like I don't watch no damn Viola.
I will say law-abiding citizen.
Oh,
I completely keep forgetting that she was in that damn movie.
Because the movie was trash.
For real?
You talking about the same law-abiding citizen with Jamie Foxx, right?
Yep, that's the one. Didn't care for it.
Watch it one time and don't have to watch it again.
Facts though.
Damn.
Facts.
I was still trying to figure out why he got naked to get in the bathtub though.
I really get taken down. I was like, okay.
No, not to take a bath. The police was coming after him. He got
Yeah,
naked just to
taken
go to
down. He
jail.
was ready, like,
You know what? I won't say it's trash. I'll say it's a okay movie. Just again, it's not a movie I'll sit there and watch over and over again. Just
I get that.
But that's
All
a
right.
good choice, Meek. I like that selection. I don't want to discredit your selection, sir.
Let's go to the comments.
Alrighty. Taria said Ray. May Love says yes. I'm not sure. It was maybe to one of y'all answers. Taria also said, even though it's not a movie, How to Get Away with Murder. Zakia said Widows. I still haven't seen that. And Taria says, my bad, not Ray, but that James Brown movie.
Oh, get them panties off.
Oh, wait, one more. She said, I know y'all was going to say something about me saying Ray, so chill out. LOL.
Oh,
No,
because
you cleaned it up. You good?
no, because you had me
Jay
thinking.
was
I
over there
like,
thinking.
Hard.
Ray?
because I was putting it. I was replaying the whole movie in my head. Like,
You
where
hit
was
that.
Viola
That's
in
so
that?
Raven.
That's so Jay.
Right. Next one. This is the last one of this. What was Will Smith best movie?
That goddamn Pursuit of Happiness.
What is it? 12 Degrees of Separation. I was playing. Sorry.
Wow.
He was very versatile.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, from what I heard, he did well in King Jones. If I'm not mistaken.
King who?
What was the name of the movie?
King Richard.
Sorry, King Richard. I do apologize.
What's
That's
the
what
name
I'm
of it?
sure the name of it, but
You never watched it?
you said
I
what?
guess you never watched it.
You never watched King Richard?
No, I just heard that his role was really well. But I will say,
Wow.
besides that, Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness.
7 pound.
7 pounds was good too. I'm thinking more of his like dramatic shit.
Man,
Come on,
I'll say Ali.
the Wild Wild West.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Hitch.
I just live downtown.
Oh yeah, Hitch is probably one of my favorite Will Smith movies of all time.
And Men in Black. 1 and 2. 3 sucked.
Hancock wasn't that bad either.
Hancock was funny
Yeah.
to me.
I thought it was a dope idea.
Oh yeah, the whole Bad Boy series. I'm not sure about one of them though. One of them was kind of crazy.
You know what? You're right. Actually, now that I think about it,
Oh, the movie Focus.
Good movie.
Yeah, Focus was
Good
good.
movie.
Trying to think of other.
Men in Black. We say Men in Black.
Oh, Enemy of
I
the
did.
State.
Enemy of the
That
State
too.
is good.
I said
Mm,
one and two. I didn't care about three.
Was he in
Concussion.
Independence Day?
Yes,
Yep.
Yes.
that was his first blockbuster.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was.
Concussion.
Oh,
Oh,
Tell the truth.
that was
That was
definitely a
it.
good one too.
Tell the truth.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
you
Of
got
He
it.
course.
was, he was in that.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised in the
Oh,
playgrounds where I spend most of my days.
how
Sitting
come you
on
don't want me, man?
Oh,
and shooting some people
Yeah.
outside school with a
Who said
gun.
who's at that?
What,
Who's at
Beast?
that closing who's at that closing scene?
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
How come you
okay.
don't want me, man?
Yeah. That's when Gerald cried. I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Right.
I did.
That's the scene that made James Avery like him.
For real, yeah.
All right. No, but when he was standing in that empty house, I cried then too.
I know you did.
Yeah, I
It was
did.
it was a tearjerker moment for everybody.
That really was. It was like, this is the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
We reached the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta ask that question. Go to the comments, Heather.
I thought she was thinking about another answer.
No. I gotta ask the question just because of what y'all said, and it just popped
Oh,
up.
gotcha. Okay, Taria says Bad Boys. Maylove says 7 pounds. Zakia says Focus. And Maylove says I Am Legend. Damn, I forgot about I Am Legend.
I did
Okay.
too.
Since we're on the topic, what TV show had the saddest uh end wrapping up the season finale show at the end, like show not coming back? Which show had the saddest ending that just made you want to cry?
Martin when he signed that wall.
Okay.
I thought he was playing Hangman at first, but then it took me a second to realize that his signature is trash.
I say Living Single. Everybody left the apartment. It ended on New Year's. He just didn't wanted to know, like, damn, like how did everybody's life continue? So,
Like, did she really go and meet him? Did she fly out to go see him?
right? Like, did she, did she need
Did
to
Overton
like,
and Sinclair have kids?
it's so much, but definitely Living Single for me.
Mm.
Kind of messed up because a lot of our favorite shows didn't even end right. They just.
Had the cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
We're not talking about Moesha again, okay?
No, I wasn't even thinking about Moesha initially.
That shit pissed me off. I wanted to know if it was her or Niecy that was pregnant.
That made you cry. I don't need you to man up.
I didn't cry, but I just want to know. At the end. I did cry on Martin, though. That was sad.
What about y'all?
What was another one? When on Boy Meets World, when Mr. Feeney was standing in that empty class
Oh,
and said, "I love y'all."
I remember that episode.
that was that one. That was definitely that one. Meech, Aaron, did you guys answer?
I don't think I have one, y'all.
And it's okay.
I was gonna say nothing made you sad. Or I was just like, okay, the show ended. That's it.
I'm trying to remember the last episode, and I just can't remember a lot of them. I think y'all said that's some of the best ones. Like,
I mean, but you can still give your reason if it's one of the ones that was said.
no, I mean, y'all nailed it too on the head. Like, why it was sad, I can't remember how Hanging with Mr. Cooper ended. I can't remember how
I don't either.
a smart guy and did like I don't
It didn't. It just cut off. Like,
that was a lot of series movies coming up in our day. Like the season just is getting renewed for another year. So
right, like
not
yeah,
not every show had like a season ending tear jerker or this is it moment. Just like, oh, we didn't get renewed for the next year, so that was it.
right. Like even the Wayans brothers. The Wayans brothers, they just cut it off.
They literally got nothing. I was like, damn.
And they had been on like 5 or 6 seasons. So well, 6 seasons. So I was like, bro, we could have got something better on that.
The Wayans Brothers was a good show.
It was. That shit was hilarious.
Okay, since you talk about the Wayne brothers, which um show theme did you like better for them? Because they switched it.
The season
That was gonna
6.
be the first one.
You talk about the intro.
The intro.
Yeah.
You said for the Wayans Brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, it's almost gonna be the first one.
the last season.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the remake.
Definitely the last season.
Definitely.
Damn, I guess I'm by myself.
Well, I mean,
Too. So I mean,
no, don't get me wrong. Electric Relaxation is one of my favorite songs, but it got better. I'm just gonna say that.
I agree with that. Alrighty, everybody answered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so we have Stephanie joining us from YouTube. She says, Blaze.
Oh,
That's
that's my homegirl from high school. Hey, Steph, what's going on? Thanks
Hey,
for coming
Stephanie.
through.
How
welcome
you doing?
in.
Welcome to the show. How you doing?
And hopefully you enjoyed this topic tonight.
Alrighty, Teresa, she says, Fresh Prince. Val is in the building. She says, hey, y'all.
Hey,
What up,
Val.
Teresa says the Boondocks before season 4. Agreed.
I don't even remember.
Zakia, she says Queen Sugar.
Yeah, that was sad.
And Taria says, I didn't cry. I didn't cry loud, but I was pissed when Aaron, the creator, left. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. When Aaron left, I was definitely you can tell.
There was no reason to even continue the show after that. And Stephanie, she says, hey, y'all, just showing love. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it,
We
love.
appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ask this question. We are about to create the Danny Glover list. The Danny Glover list is a list of actors that played a role so well that you don't like them in real life. Like they play that role so well that you don't like the actual actor. This is your Danny Glover list. Give me
Tyreek from Power. Before anybody else get out, Tyreek from Power. Drop mic, walk away.
Mike dropped.
I didn't hate Tariq like that. I'm not gonna lie, but Kanan is definitely one of them. But let me see. The lady who killed Selena.
Hey,
that's definitely one.
I don't like that lady so bad. I seen the lady that looked like the lady that played the lady that killed Selena, and I was looking at her dirty. I'm just saying.
I'm saying Steve Harris, aka the motherfucker that played the husband in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and he got a couple other roles too. That's like, nigga, I just do not like you.
I'm also say my boy Larry for beating up Tina Turner the way he did in that damn movie. I don't like Larry no more. Although he redeemed himself in Biker Boys, but
God damn.
When he beat up Derek Luke instead.
I'd rather you fight a man than a woman.
I hear you. Shit.
There's a couple more. Who else?
What's the dude with the light skinned dude with the green eyes?
Oh, Michael Ealy.
I can't stand that motherfucker. Several movies he played in that made me not like him.
It was just that one for me.
For Color Girls.
It was just that one.
No, the other movie when he was stalking old girl.
That nigga you hate him?
The perfect guy.
The perfect guy?
That movie, he was crazy as hell. I don't like him for that. He killed people.
Okay.
And then I guess whatever that other movie
Killer Girls
was,
is what made you dislike him.
Yeah, and then after that, all the other movies.
Oh, well.
There was one more. I don't know. It was that whatever that Oprah movie was with Holly Berry, and I think he ended up getting like rabies and some shit, and he also went crazy. You don't remember that movie? It was literally an Oprah produced movie, and it was called I forgot what it is, but it literally came on ABC like a couple of years ago. But that was another role that again he turned into an abusive motherfucker due to rabies.
And it's called the Danny Glover list for a reason because I can't stand him, especially after Beloved and after he pissed me off in Beloved.
Hell, Michael Beach.
Oh. Why?
Michael Beach.
Why?
So we're just not gonna talk about. We're just not gonna talk about soul food. We're specifically not gonna talk about waiting to exhale.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not to mention, wasn't he the fucked up ass lawyer? Wasn't he the fucked up ass deacon in First Sunday too?
A crooked ass deacon.
So look at this straight.
He played all the same roles too.
I'm about to say, look at this straight. You don't like him because he's
a wimp or too soft and soul food. So he's a wimp and soul food.
No, she don't like him because he slept with cousin Faith.
Oh, well, that was Faith's fault because Faith fucked the family.
Thank you.
He didn't. I guess he
she
did.
Caught him in a weak moment, and then so you don't like him because he left Bernadine for a white woman, and
like Kanye West said.
And then you also don't like him because he messed up the church's money.
Sound like an outstanding guy to me.
Basically, I don't think it was that much of a. I don't hate him like in real life behind that though. Like I can't, if I saw Michael Beach now, I'd be like, oh, Michael Beach, you bald head now, right? Oh, I'll say some shit like that. But I'm just like, I don't think I hate him.
Well, he was.
I don't think I hate him for that. Like that's crazy. Like Michael Beach.
I would hate Makai more than I hate Michael Beach. Like, come on.
I'm gonna state the obvious, and only because she irritated me. Florida Evans and whatchamacallit? Good Times. She made me not like her because it's just she kept her family in poverty.
Well, that's why James wanted to die.
I told you, James faked his death, moved to New York, married somebody else, got a restaurant, and had 2 daughters. He said, "Fuck them kids over there."
Hey,
I'll be an asshole and say Sanaa Lathan.
In what?
What?
The family that prays.
Yeah, good point.
The family that prays. And we can't forget the last installment of The Best Man.
I don't hate her for that though, Beach. I don't hate her for that.
The movie or the series you're talking?
I said
I do like her, but at the end of the day, the role don't make me hate her though. Like if I like the
I don't think. I mean, no, I hated her for them 2.5 seconds that she was in that movie. You bastard! You will never be William Cartwright. I was like, slap the taste out her mouth. Like, I don't condone women beating, but damn, she kind of was just.
She was janky as fuck.
She was
asking. I got one for y'all.
What?
Samuel Moore Jr., aka Junior.
Junior and
Players
Club. But he played the same character in every
pretty much.
Damn near.
That's his real life.
Right.
And then got to get the head nod and everything every single time.
Well, do you hate what's her name just as much? That was her brother. She the one.
Right. Oh, yeah. I never really seen her in anything besides that, to be honest. She always gonna be Ronnie for me.
She ain't had no big shit, nothing. Forget it. I ain't about to discuss people's careers. But go ahead.
I mean, isn't she currently on All the King's Men?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
I think she has a role on there, honestly. Let me see.
I feel like everybody off this list though. I feel like this list is empty.
It's a lot of people too, and this is the weird part. I be thinking about these questions, but I don't answer them. I need to start answering my own questions.
All right,
But I just
everybody
feel
in
like
here.
it's the cheat sheet. Um, who
We
else
can
did
run
I?
in the we can run in the comments to jog your memory, and then we can come back
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Right.
All righty. So Zakia said Monique and Precious.
That's a good
Hell
movie
yeah.
right there.
That's the movie, Taria. Thank you. She said the one with Holly Berry is their eyes were watching God. That's the movie. May Love says Isaiah Washington in all his films, but especially in
Dang, all of
Rosemary's
them.
God.
You
Damn.
better leave my uncle alone. Like,
Your
hold
Huh.
on.
uncle he wasn't shit in what's that movie? She say six for sex, baby.
Uh, oh, Girl Six.
Girl
Mm.
six. He
We'll,
wasn't shit
we'll
in that movie.
we'll think about it. Come back to it.
But good. Continue.
Well,
I'm trying to remember
the whole
the
movie
name
wasn't
that
shit.
nigga said, Joe Shabotnik. All right. Let me go back to that. Zakia says Sanaa Lathan in The Family That Prays.
Facts.
And Taria says that man made Scott cry. I guess they're talking about Richard T. Jones.
Richard
There it
T.
goes.
Jones. Yep.
And Zakia said in the wood too. And then Taria says the dude that killed Kane and did that effed up shit to Ebony. Yep. Samuel
For real.
Moore.
For real.
Damn.
She ain't lying. But just know that Samuel Monroe had bad aim. It was the dude in the back seat with the 2 9s that killed Kane.
God damn.
He couldn't shoot for shit.
No, nigga.
Okay.
All right.
What was a movie that should have never had a part two? What was a movie that should have
Should
never
have
had a
never
part two?
had a part two.
Fucking How High. I'm sorry, that's the first one that popped up in my head. They should have never fucking did it. They should have
That's a
No,
fact. That shit was
never should have did
garbage.
Belly 2 either.
she ain't
Those
lying.
are the
But
two right there. Why? What was the purpose of y'all
Um,
doing Belly 2 and How High 2?
Go ahead, Meech, and say state property. Or I know one of you guys like state.
Shut up, because I was getting ready to say it.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
I know one of y'all.
Hold up. Hold up. State Property 2 wasn't bad. Don't do
It,
that.
Wasn't great
it was
either.
terrible. It was terrible. It wasn't bad. It
No,
was
it
terrible.
wasn't. No,
It
it
was
wasn't.
compared to the first one.
It wasn't
Oh,
that great.
compared
I
to
mean,
the first one, yeah. I mean,
it
but
was
shit.
decent, but it wasn't that
It
great
wasn't
compared to the
how high
first.
too bad or
It
with the
wasn't
shit
that
that
bad,
what's his
but
Well,
name?
you know
like
what? I'll give you that because How High 2 was worse.
And what's the other one you named? Belly 2. It wasn't Belly 2 and How High too bad. Like shit, State
It
Property 2
still was
wasn't that
bad though.
bad.
state
No, I
property was
agree with that.
trash.
State Property was
This
trash. Part
state
two.
property 2 was trash.
Okay. Coming to America too.
I knew you was gonna say that shit.
That wasn't a bad movie. It's hard to kind of like go after a movie that came out in the 80s that he played all them roles in. It wasn't a bad movie though. Just like the new version of White Man Can't Jump. That wasn't a bad movie.
Not a bad. That wasn't a bad movie, but Coming to America 2 was.
It
I
wasn't a
got a
bad
confession.
movie.
I've probably
You never
watched
seen it.
like first 10, 15 minutes of Coming to America 2 and cut it off. I haven't seen it in its
That
entirety.
shit is horrible.
It
All
was
them
just
characters
very
should.
much
All them characters
like
they played, they should have been dead by now.
and
All
certain
them
characters
characters
they
should have been dead.
added didn't really care for. I mean, well, except for Wesley Snipes was funny. I'm not gonna lie. His
In
little part
what?
was funny. But in Coming to America too, I found him actually probably one of the best parts of that movie was Wesley being Wesley. But the rest of it, it was like, what was the purpose of this? Where did this baby mom come from? So it's the way that they linked that shit together. It was like there was no purpose of y'all doing this. Y'all really just wanted to capitalize off some shit because of nostalgia for real.
You just unlocked something for me from a question from earlier when you said what you just said. Remember when we asked about embodying people?
Mm-hmm.
John Leguizamo in Tu Wong Fu.
Yep, as Chichi Rodriguez bodied that bitch.
To the point where he really, out of all three of the men, really did look like a woman.
For real. Like,
sorry, that was a sideboard, but it just jogged my memory.
But you're right. You're right about that. He did.
Space Jam 2.
Unnecessary.
Hell, fuck no.
Unfucking necessary.
Like you could
Matter of fact, Beetlejuice #2.
I ain't even seen #2.
I hadn't watched it. I'm gonna be honest. By the time they released it, I just lost all interest because it was like 5 or 6 years that they were talking about that shit. So it just wasn't of interest anymore.
Since you brought up John Leguizamo and Tu Wong Fu, can we go back to that question again as well? Can we say Chris Tucker and Floss in Paradise in the Fifth Element? Ruby Rock.
I just love that.
I love Space Jam too, by the way, Gerald. So
Heather.
Oh yeah. The diva.
That was I like that movie. That's another movie that shouldn't have had a part 2.
You said what?
I'm trying to think.
I know it's more. It's just for some reason it's just not coming up.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh yes, yeah.
Trash.
I 100% agree on that shit.
Man, that shit was ass. I'm sorry, but no,
it was complete ass.
Man, the only saving grace for that was the choreography with Liu Kang. That was my only saving grace in that movie.
So you like the dancing?
What did you say, Eric?
So he likes the dancing?
No, I like choreography, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That was my only saving grace. Otherwise, it was bullshit, to be honest. Looking at it now is like, why? What was the point?
It is honestly still one of the worst video game based movies.
I'm gonna say another one. This is not obvious at all. Mean Girls 2 should not have had a part 2.
Girl,
they shouldn't even been able to have a TV series. I'm sorry, they shouldn't.
And He's All That. Both those motherfuckers. Yes, there is a He's All That.
There is.
Mm-hmm. No fucking point. And I think that was another one that came out 10 or 15 years later. Like, why did y'all do this?
Like, I feel like if it's past a certain amount of time, do not, and I repeat, do not. Just leave it where the fuck is at. If it ain't to the point where you've been working on it and you want to come 10 years later and say, okay, we started working on this.
I'll say another one. Cruel Intentions 2 and 3. There was no need for it.
They had a 3?
Yes, girl. They had a 3. They didn't. It was unnecessary. Cruel Intentions was one of those movies. They really could have just ended it at the first one, and that's it. And
I know you fucking. Excuse me.
You said what?
I know you fucking lying.
What?
Cruel Intentions 2 was trash.
It was not that. It was not necessary. You know that shit was not necessary. I'm not saying that it wasn't bad, but was it? Really, for real, based on the story that was told in the second one and how the first story ended, was it really necessary to do a Cruel Intentions 2? For real?
I will say this: The Craft didn't need a part 2. It didn't even need a series.
That's another one that definitely didn't need it.
We talking about movies in the realm of How High 2. I thought we was talking about, right? Like, how we gonna put? No, never mind, y'all. I'm over here. When you said Cruel Intentions 2, I started choking.
Did you really?
Cruel Intentions was a good movie.
Cruel Intentions 1 and 2 was a good movie to me. Now, did it need to? No, but for them to double down and do 2, I thought.
Speaking
that's
of,
what I'm saying. It wasn't. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie, but it wasn't necessary. It really wasn't.
I know. I'm. Well, go ahead. Finish what you was gonna say. Finish what you gonna say.
That was for Eric.
Oh, for Aaron. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
done.
I was debating why. I was just debating that. I thought, Cruel Intentions didn't need it to, but it did it to. I thought two was actually good. I didn't think that it was a bad movie, especially when we talk about movies in the realm of how high one and two. Like, come on now, like
I
we're
guess
not
I
about
was
to
just
put.
looking at it from the question of just wasn't necessary. It's like it wasn't.
I mean,
It really
there's
wasn't
a
necessary.
ton
The
of part
question
two not
was
necessary.
that didn't need a part two, but if part two was good, then you're good.
Gerald,
Stop
get in the
trolling
Get
corner.
me.
out the comment.
Gerald, get in the corner, Gerald. Get in the corner.
All
Yep,
the way in
just
the
for
corner.
that.
No, go in the
That
corner. Go in
really,
the corner, Jay.
What did I do? What are you
Go in
talking
the
about?
corner.
I know
you
that's
know
you.
that was
That
I don't.
that
I
was
don't.
not me. What are you
It
talking
was.
about?
It
Oh
was.
my
It
it
god.
was
was.
you.
You're a
Cap,
terrible
Well,
cap,
liar.
cap,
You're a
cap,
terrible liar.
cap.
that was definitely you.
All right, goddamn it, it was me. Fuck y'all. Yes, that movie it didn't need it. I don't care what you talk about. Sister Act 1 was better than Sister Act 2. I said it, and I'm going to the corner.
You take your
Second
ass all the
time
way
that
to
you
the
done
corner.
said that on the show.
God damn
That's
it.
the second time.
I'll be an asshole and say Ace Ventura when nature calls. I did not
Facts.
care for it. I did not care for it
Well,
at
I
all.
get hit with for about the cruel intentions part, but but you was talking about me with the cruel intentions part. Nah, bruh.
When Nature's Calls was funny as hell. I don't give a fuck.
When
Me,
they
Go to the corner, me.
is shit.
you're out of here. You're out of here. Gotcha.
What?
I didn't say Sakaka. You're out of here, Meech. Go to the corner, sir. You are lost to your
You
ever
don't ever
loving
get
mind.
sent to the corner. That's
What?
funny.
Ace Ventura.
When nature calls,
Pet Detective again when Nature Called. Nature Called was funny. When he
Number two was
when he
number
gave birth to
one.
himself out that rhino.
Quincy Wolcha.
All the time
Are you insane?
number two was better than number one. All the
Down,
time they
Bubba. Like, no.
all the time they
Oh,
kiss on the.
The
You know what?
scene, the scene with
On that note, I will go to the corner because I
He's
don't.
going to the
isn't
corner.
that the one with Tommy Davidson and he the little African dude?
Exactly.
Yes, that was
That
the two.
scene was hilarious shit. When he gave birth to himself from the rhino's ass, hilarious.
The whole time they kissing on a dude that's a kidder that turned into a woman detective. Are
Right.
That's funny to y'all? Get out of here. Gerald, you can come back since Meech is gone now. Gerald, come back to the club.
Y'all didn't take a turn.
Lazarus.
What you guys think about Ace Ventura before we continue on?
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just going. I
Okay,
agree with
good.
Meech. I agree with Meech, though.
Matter of fact, Gerald, go back. Just go
I
back there.
will. I will. I
You
don't
also
care.
agree with me.
I don't care. I said it. And Sister Act 2
Y'all
still
like-
sorry.
y'all-
I don't care.
Let's go to the comments while these knuckleheads is in the corner.
Yeah, y'all go sit in the corner.
I can't.
You a knucklehead. 40 pounds, 50 pounds.
Hush. Okay. Taria says, "Don't hate me, but coming to America 2 wasn't really it, but it had some funny moments." Duran anti nice guy is in the building. What's up? How you doing?
What up, D?
He says Fast
How you
and the
doing, Zara?
Furious. Wait, which one? Or just all of them?
22.
Taria says, I know what you did last summer series. I still know I didn't know. I don't want to know what you did last summer. It wasn't necessary to make even more though. I'm sorry, even though I did like the one with Brandy because she lived, and that's pretty much the only reason why I liked it. That's funny. Maylove says Hocus Pocus. Yeah, we at that point.
Yeah, part
it
two
was-
sucked ass.
It's just like Beetlejuice. They talked about that shit for so long, and then when it delivered, it was like, ugh. And yep, that was a trolling ass Gerald.
Never trolling.
Act 2.
Never trolling.
And Dumb and Dumber 2. Okay, that actually you're right about that. Taria says, yeah, gotta go to the corner on that one. I know she meant Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Actually think when Nature Calls was funnier than the first one.
There you go.
I wouldn't go that far, but it still was good. Taria says, yeah, go to the corner because Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls was funnier than the first one. Damn. And then Dewan says, all of them.
If you talk about Tokyo Drift, that was the worst one, and that did come out I think number 2 or 3. But Tokyo Drift with Bow Wow was terrible and saw the Fast and Furious sequel. So
I'm gonna be
um,
honest with you. The only reason why that I ended up actually going back to watch it was because it was a connection in the future one. So I was like, oh shit, I guess I gotta go look at that.
What do y'all think about the Saw series? Do y'all think it really needed that many?
no,
They should have ended it
Nope.
at 6. That's exactly where they should have ended it because it closed the whole fucking story. Everything after that was like, bro, y'all are really, really pushing this shit now.
hey Jay, me, y'all can come back. Y'all can give y'all input on Saw.
And what the Candyman 2?
Trash.
You're not
And
lying.
3.
You're not lying.
You're not lying. I agree with that one too.
Trash. Everything after the first one was trash. I don't care what you're talking about.
Teresa says, no, they have way too many Saw movies. And my bad. I was thinking more so. I did forget about Farewell to the Flesh and all that shit. I was more so thinking about the remake for Jordan Peele.
It was a lot of those.
That one wasn't really that good.
There was a lot of horror movies, in my opinion, that didn't
That are
deserve a part
trash.
2, or part 2 was trash.
Yes.
That is facts.
Go ahead,
Paranormal,
name them. That's the next question. Go ahead. You just gave the question. Go ahead.
Paranormal Activity. Really, 1 was kind of like trash, but like to come back and double down with 2, I thought like we wasted our money and time going to the movie theaters watching 1 and 2. Like at the end of the day,
I disagree.
They really didn't need to.
I
I
didn't
think it got better. I think it got better as the numbers came out.
I think it was like we never seen nothing like Paranormal Activities in movies. Like so, I think it was like more of like an interesting, and people was really getting scared off of it. But like once you kind of like I kind of read through the lines in the first one, so I didn't need to see a second one at the end of the day. Like the first one was like, all right, this is trash. I can see y'all kind of building up music, to make it more scary than what it really is. But at the end of the day, like I didn't need a part 2 for that.
Didn't need it.
What's another one?
I think that they had too many Jasons out.
Oh,
I
way
agree.
too many Jason.
I
They
definitely
had too
agree.
many, and half of them sucked ass.
Insidious, I think there was too many of those too.
Mhm.
I think Insidious, that was another one where like the second one was actually pretty good. They didn't have to go any further than that. Honestly.
I'm gonna say they should have stopped at Chucky 3. Bride of Chucky, Child of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, then all them shits is trash.
And do
I'm
you
not
think
gonna
that
lie.
they should even did a series?
I don't think they should have done the series. I think what they were trying to do was expand more like on the backstory, but I can't just throw out Bride of Chucky like that. Now, Seed of Chucky, yes, they should have. Hell no, Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, all that shit, no. But Bride of Chucky,
Bride of
that's
Chucky was funny.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, it was
you know
funny.
what,
That's the point. It wasn't supposed to be funny.
you know what.
Shit, the third one,
In,
the third one wasn't really that good though.
in response to that, I'm gonna take a quote from Bride of Chucky. What are you fucking nuts?
Love you for that.
Ain't
Oh,
no
yeah.
way.
After 3, it was trash. Like I'm giving and I'm barely giving 3
A pass.
a pass. Exactly. I'm giving 3 a pass at that point.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
take three.
What
I
about
take
the Freddy Krueger
Bride of
series?
Chucky over 3.
Ooh,
The
yeah,
Freddy Krueger's-
way too many Freddy
Nah,
Krueger.
I disagree.
Way too many.
I
We
disagree.
No,
We
where
do the
they
same
had me
thing.
fucked up is the remake. That's where they had me fucked up. When they
Because Freddy
didn't
didn't look like Freddy, right?
look like
No.
Freddy, changed the
Hell
goddamn
no.
story, made it darker. I'm like, you know what? Just nah. This
The
ain't it.
Terrifier.
Oh,
That shit
absolutely,
stop.
That shit
absolutely,
is that movie shouldn't even have been in production at all.
absolutely. I agree.
Throw in the human centipede with that shit.
Hmm.
Should have never made another one after the fucking first one.
Wait, they made another one?
They have 3.
Oh no, first one fucked me up. I'm
They
good.
said the first one is actually more gore and horrific than the first one, and then I think the third one is like in jail, is with inmates. Yes, it's
No,
didn't need to do it.
And this is a personal favorite for me, but they should have never made a Ninja Turtles 3.
What? Ninja Turtles 3, the one where they trapped in Japan?
No.
Wow, Mitch.
You fucking bugging. You are bugging. You are bugging.
I mean, I get. I mean, I get this.
Don't mess with the Ninja Turtles. No. Since we on that, you know what shouldn't have had a 2 and a 3?
What?
What?
3 ninjas.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. They should have stopped at 1.
Okay, what about Karate Kid?
Nah, you can't.
The one with
Well, the Next Generation one or whatever. The
yeah,
one
that one was trash. Like
Didn't need that.
We talking about the one with Jaden Smith?
no, not that one.
Hillary Swank.
Yeah,
It
her.
was
Yeah.
I was about to say Julia Roberts.
Aaron,
but
No, not the one.
the mother say. I was about to say the
Well,
only part I like is when he caught the arrow.
Been doing my
Namaste,
bleeding.
brother.
That one was cool. No, but the one with Hillary
Yeah, that
Swank
one was cool.
90s,
The one with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith, that one was good.
Let's say, whew,
But anyway, to the
Yeah,
comments.
been breathing like Martin lately. That's all.
Damn.
What about Hostel? Did it really need a second one?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna argue with that one.
To be honest
I
with
don't
you,
want to argue with you with that one.
I think the
She's
only
right.
reason
I
they
agree.
did it- the only reason why they did the second one, they just needed an excuse to torture women this time. Like I think that's the only reason why they did that, because that's really the only difference.
I don't think that's the reason, but
So we're gonna do this whole shit again just with girls. Like, just ridiculous.
okay. Let's go to the comments.
Okay. Alrighty. So Taria said no, they have way too many Saw movies about the Saw question. She also says Scream is her answer.
Yes.
And Taria says, damn. Chucky had a cult. Yes, there is a
Absolutely,
movie
yeah.
called Cult of Chucky. And Mayla says Halloween movies. Okay, this is my gripe with that shit. My gripe with that shit is how they had all these movies on a specific timeline. Then they released that Halloween H2O shit. Then we get the remakes with Rob Zombie. Then we jump right back into the story, the original. It's like we're just supposed to ignore this big ass chunk. That was my gripe.
They did the same. They did the same shit with the original.
They did.
Halloween, if I'm not mistaken, Halloween 3 had nothing to do with Michael Myers.
And nothing at all.
Even Halloween Resurrection,
And then they jump back into it. Now, like I said, my gripe is
Wasn't he in space too or something?
No, that was
That
Jason.
No.
wasn't okay, Jason.
but Halloween 3 was trash. But I'll say 1, 2, 4, 5, and after 5 they should have stopped. But
H2O wasn't bad.
I didn't care too much for it. I didn't care.
It wasn't bad, but it was like
It was
I
serviceable.
explained what they did with the story, how I just kept doing this shit. Like,
I didn't care too much for it, but now it's like Michael Myers is damn near got the legend of Jason. He's not gonna die, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Pretty much.
But
I know what you did last summer, 1 and 2. They could have kept the original and the part 2. Like both of the movies was trash to me.
yeah,
oh, we didn't need The Exorcist 2 either.
There's so many versions of that damn movie.
Girl, we didn't need The Exorcist 2. We didn't need The Exorcist, whatever the new shit that came out with the 2 little girls. That was trash. It was unnecessary. What's the next question? Oh, wait, hold on. We got two more.
That's what I was like.
Mayla said same Heather. And then she said it was Freddy versus Jason.
Ray vs. Jason was good.
It was a
It was entertaining. That's why I liked it.
Okay,
It was no longer a scary movie.
It was no longer scary. I'll give
It was
you
a
that.
comedy.
Yeah, at that point.
A horror comedy.
Oh, we have one more comment. Deron said none of the Conjurings. Damn.
The first Conjuring was actually somewhat decent to me. The second one, I don't. After that, I didn't really care for it. But
Is that when she put her spirit into the other person's body?
yeah.
Like they would get him trapped in the house with the mirrors?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
they was the smoke would come out the people's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They're like kind
That
of
That
like
one
one
was
Conjuring.
okay, but they didn't need nothing after that.
No, just one was fine.
Now, are we speaking of just The Conjuring or just the whole entire series, including like The Nun and shit like that? Because all of them are connected.
Well, he said none of them, so he doesn't like none of the Conjuring.
Maybe just
So
nothing that's included. Okay.
he's a
Okay.
he's a tough guy to please. He doesn't like none of the Facts and Theories. Doesn't like none of the Conjurings. But salute to you, brother. I think thank you for coming in tonight, man. So
For sure.
Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
who that is.
No.
FYI.
I'll
Okay.
ask him now.
All of them. All right.
It's my birthday party.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Um, what's a show that you consider a fever dream, meaning nobody remembers? What's the show that you consider a fever dream, which means nobody remembers?
Nick Freno.
I remember that show, but
I
yeah, a
do
lot of
too.
people would.
Shasta McNasty.
I don't remember that show.
I do not.
So I watched a lot of Disney channels growing up. So I know that a lot of people wouldn't remember the Torkelsons. Um, damn it, I just had it in my head. And then,
Big,
they only had people shows mostly on there.
big bad Beetleborgs.
No, now
Big
that I remember.
Bad Beetleborgs. That was my shit.
You want to
What
go back?
about Rotten
I'll say
Tomato, the cartoon? Anybody remember that?
I remember Rotten Tomatoes.
I do.
Any other shows y'all think that like
There's
nobody
one,
might
but
remember?
I can't remember the name of it. I just know that it was a late night cartoon movie that came on HBO, and it
The
started
Critic.
with him. No, it's not The Critic. It
No.
was something else, but I cannot think of the name of it. And anytime I did bring it up, people were like, "What?" It's like it literally used to come on late at night on HBO. Like it's not like it's not. Well, they did have Spawn too. I don't know if y'all if you guys remember that Spawn. Yeah, they actually had Spawn as an animated series on HBO
I would remember that.
because it came on. That also came along with like honestly, I think even like Liquid TV is a fever dream as well. Like all the little cartoons that used to come on MTV. Besides Beavis and Butthead, because that's the only one that actually became popular, and Aeon Flux.
What is that
Does
sound?
nobody not know about Aeon Flux?
I do.
Okay.
What noise are you hearing?
It's I don't know, it's some type of sound I'm hearing. Kind of sounds like air or something.
Does it sound like stomach growling?
No.
Someone say I'm hungry.
I'm pretty sure nobody remembers On Our Own, which was the TV show with Journey Smollett and her family.
I do remember that.
I remember it, but I didn't watch it. WNBC Masters.
It's crazy. I still do not remember that.
That was when Terry Crews. That was kind of like a fake. It was like wrestling and American Gladiators all put together. And Terry Crews was on it as T Money.
I do remember that. I do remember that now. Okay.
Used to come on Saturday. Yeah.
It's funny because I don't really remember as many like fever, like dream type shows than I do movies. Like it's
You can do a movie if you don't have a show. You can do a movie.
Life with Louie.
Definitely. Some people actually never seen this before, but Natural Born Killers.
I've seen it.
It's a lot of people I mentioned it to, and they're like, never heard of it. I'm like, what? Like that's a insane movie.
Does anybody remember Bobby's World?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's on Prime right now.
What's the other cartoon that used to come on after Bobby's World with the little boy and the rockets and his animal, his like
Rocket
block?
Power.
No, not Rocket Power. It was something else.
Can't remember that.
Dang.
I don't know what she's talking about, but I got one. Eat the Cat.
I remember Eat the Cat.
I remember Eat the Cat as well.
Yeah, got me on that one.
Mm,
Woody Woodpecker.
I remember Woody
I
Woodpecker.
remember the Tick.
Fantastic Max. That's the name of that show.
I heard you, Meech. The Tick. That was the
It's,
shit.
wait, say it
Fantastic
like that.
Max.
That yes, there it goes. I was like, I knew it started with the M, but
Do
that
y'all
that's
remember that show?
yeah.
That cartoon?
It used to come on HBO.
He literally used to like. It starts off of him building a rocket with his blocks, and then it just takes off from there, and he's just doing everything, but really he ain't going there. It's kind of like the Rugrats, you know. He
Damn.
goes on a full adventure out of space and everything.
Yeah, that was definitely that. I can't really think of anything else, but everybody answered.
I think that's all you'll get from us.
Okay. Alrighty. Dewan says, I remember the Spawn series. He said also BET Uncut. Taria says The Rock.
Are you talking
Okay.
about with what's his
Are you
name?
talking about the movie or
Sean
like
Connery?
because I'm thinking about the movie.
You give him a little smack.
Welcome to the Rock.
Dewan said Earthworm Jim.
I remember
Remember
that.
that?
Hold on, it's kind of stuck. There we go.
Man,
Zakia says
You just
Bump in the
skipped the
Night.
whole.
yeah, she was
Okay.
reading it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's
She got,
it's
she
getting
got stuck.
like I'm clicking on it and it's not selecting it. Hold on, what is going on? There we go. Zakia says also The Fly
And Bump in the Night.
and
Mhm.
I told you it's getting stuck. I'm gonna get back to it. Taria says The Show, and then Zakia said Bump in the Night. All right, it's working again.
The Rock.
There's one at the very bottom.
I ain't never seen The Rock, the show. I ain't never seen it.
This shit gonna make me go back and start googling stuff
I mean,
later
I
on.
mean, Knockers.
Wait, are we talking about Rock? Is that the
said-
Are you
He
talking
said
about
Duck.
Rock, Charles S. Dutton Rock, or
yeah? Like,
the,
I'm wondering, like maybe it's Rock.
Which is ROC.
Just let us know if that's the one.
right? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, well, we wait on that's
Hey,
bad.
that was,
We
hey,
next
I
question.
still watch. Hey, yo, that shit is on Pluto TV. I watch that shit. You crazy?
Facts.
Okay. What's a childhood movie that you could still watch over and over again till this day?
All of them.
Damn.
Answer. Just give me a damn name.
Shit, The Sandlot, and fucking Aladdin, The Lion King. Shit. Oh, that's another one that didn't deserve a number 2. Lion King 2. Yeah, I said it.
But I like
shit.
1.5. You gotta remember, it was Lion King 2, then Lion King 1.5. I like 1.5. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You said the childhood movie. Definitely Fern Gully for me. I can watch that for me.
Angels in the Outfield.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah. Oh, Rockadoodle. That was my favorite. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Rockadoodle.
The first Ninja Turtles movie.
Second.
Thought 2 was better, but I give
Oh,
you that.
that's what's the second one.
Beauty and the Beast.
Facts. They could have stopped there too.
Definitely could watch Matilda.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Angels in the Outfield.
Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Mm.
That movie was so nasty.
Harriet the Spy. That was actually one of my most favorites.
R.I.P. to her.
In the movie.
Yeah.
Shit. Toy Story.
All of them?
I'll stop at 3.
Okay.
I know this is probably a movie that I had no business seeing as a kid, but it was one of my favorites. Tank Girl. That was one of my favorite childhood movies to watch over and over again.
I could watch Gremlins.
Oh yeah, the new batch.
The Goonies.
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
Shit, Little Giants.
Yeah, that okay.
Okay, I'm finna go a little nostalgia when I say this. The Babysitter's Club. That just remind me of my childhood as a kid. Like I could watch that anytime it come on. I would watch the Babysitter Club. They had a movie, not just a show.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did have.
I was thinking. I didn't. I thought I was thinking of the Breakfast Club. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
that's the one.
The movie.
Summer School. Summer School.
I don't remember summer school. But
Yeah,
almost damn near
yeah.
most
I
of.
know what she's talking about. I
Oh,
can't
but
think of
yeah,
the. I can't think of the. I can't think of the guy that was the head and that was the leading role in that. But I know what she's talking about.
Summer School was funny. Oh, and I watched this movie as a kid, and I love this movie till this day. Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
yeah.
The
And every
American
time it come
Tail.
on, mom will watch it. I don't care if it's in the middle. I will watch it.
Another than again, as a kid, we had no business probably watching.
Why you keep on saying we?
Hmm?
Why you keep on saying we? Or why you
What
speaking
is
French?
children?
You had no business watching. Don't
My
put
parents
us
ain't
in
watch
your
I seen a lot of
household.
shit. I seen a lot of shit as a child I shouldn't have seen. But
I'm
continue.
not saying that motherfuckers didn't see it, but it's just looking at it back then. It was like, damn, should I have been watching this? Maybe not, but hey,
I'm glad you said I that time.
What's the
whatever.
movie? What's the movie?
Oh, that was a good one. Sorry, I just see the comments. What
You're not
movie are
gonna
you
answer?
talking about?
You're not
What
gonna
do
answer?
I
It's
did.
what you just
What
said.
What did you say?
did I say?
We want
You
to know what
said
movie you had no business
like I'm gonna
watching.
say another movie. We shouldn't have had no business watching this, and you stopped.
I think it was a mention of another movie. Damn, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a mention of another movie, and I said, which is another movie that we probably had no business watching, and that's when Aaron said, "Why are you saying we?"
Okay.
We
Well,
were
what
speaking
movie
French.
was it?
Well,
We don't remember. We don't. She doesn't remember.
Well, I
It
don't
was.
remember which movie it was stated at the time.
That's
It was just a response
uh,
to that.
that's okay. Evan. Let's just bust to the comments real quick.
Okay, I'm not gonna make me like
No, you gonna go back and watch this shit and see what the fuck we talking about. We ain't doing this today.
No, it was something else that somebody else mentioned. That's what
right, and I can't
I heard what
remember
you said.
what it
You know,
was, but it was the answer to that.
she's not tripping. She's right. Let's go to the comments though.
Thank you. Zakia says Tommy Knockers.
That was my last
She also
question, by the
says
way.
Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
She also says Fox and the Hound, Land Before Time, Kindergarten Cop,
Another movie that didn't need a number 2 was Fox and the Hound. Good.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Facts.
and National Lampoon's
We made
Vacation,
of those
and
too.
Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting old.
Oh, three men and a little lady.
Oh.
That was good too.
We got one more. Tria says, my girl. Okay, everything Heather said, plus Toy Story, Crooklyn, Mary Poppins, and Her Spoonful of Sugar, and Annie and National Lampoon's Lampoon's Vacation, because Ziggy kept that shit on the TV.
I agree.
And then Zakia said Little Rascals.
It's funny that she mentioned National Lampoon's Vacation because I was at my client house last week and they was playing every last one of them. And that's all we was watching the whole damn day. I promise you.
I was always kind of like a little cornball for watching that movie, but I didn't know how popular it was. So to hear y'all say,
you know.
But you know how many vacations they had?
Listen,
Nope.
quite a bit.
Yeah,
the one going to the Hooper Dam is classic.
facts. Yeah. It was something I was about to say, but I lost my train of thought. But next question.
Wally World. That shit was crazy. Okay. What was the name of a movie that you never heard before and it randomly came on TV and you watched it and it turned out to be good? What was the name of a movie that you never heard before? It randomly came on TV, you watched it, and it turned out to be good.
Donnie Darko.
I've seen that.
Burglar.
Anybody else?
Fatal Beauty.
I just had it in my head, but it's the Cube and Cell. I had never heard of him. It randomly came on TV. I watched it and I was like, "Oh, this is a good ass movie."
There was another one. Can't think of it right now. I mean, honestly, yeah, Donnie Darko's honestly the only one that pops up in my head because it took maybe a couple of times to watch that movie to finally get it because it's one of those type of movies.
Okay, that question.
Like nobody.
Okay, I'm just waiting the question, but I get it. Nobody else like randomly cut the TV on, never seen a movie before, and it came on. Watched it and you
Um,
liked it.
I'm sure there's a ton of them, but just right now, there's none coming to hit to
right,
come to
there's
mind.
really not nothing.
It's really not registering the brain right now.
There
Oh,
is another movie that I remember coming on. I don't really know if I liked it more than it was a little triggering, but
mhm.
Havoc. I don't know if anybody remembers the movie Havoc. Let's just say it was kind of like Malibu Most Wanted, but more dramatized and a lot more disrespectful. And it had Anne Hathaway in it.
Hmm.
Like let's just say this: she was singing "How Do You Want It" and openly saying the N word.
Oh,
So I got one, and y'all gonna kill me, but I'm not a fan of movies that like show like the end of the world type thing. So
Me either.
so when I saw San Andreas for the first time with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, it kind of surprised me. But I don't care for like end of the world type of movies at
I
all.
don't
Like,
either.
I agree. I don't care for 'em.
I get that. I know they're like, oh, there was this one, and I actually mentioned it recently on TikTok. It was a movie called Exit to Eden that I literally came across when I was a kid. Like it came on like late at night, and it was just one of those like random rom com. Oh no, I can't even call it a rom com. It was more of a comedy with like Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell and like Iman was in it too. But it was one of those movies that I came across and was like, oh, okay, this is actually not that bad.
let me guess, you had no business watching it.
You said what?
Nothing.
No, I literally didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, let me guess, you had no business watching it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that is
You
another one.
you just watching shit and you just ain't supposed to. Okay.
They were literally on
Shame,
a
shame,
BDSM
shame, shame.
island. I had no business watching that.
Let me send this link to Miss Bird because she gonna know it better.
Shame,
Oh, there was
shame,
also, I'm
shame.
sorry, there was another movie that I came across that was like an indie movie. It was called Baby Mother. That actually wasn't too bad either. Like it was kind of a little like if you ever seen Dance Hall Queen, it was kind of something like that, but it was in the UK.
Hell, they want to make a list for us because you named all these movies I never even heard of before that.
Facts.
But so we're gonna give you some
It just
homework.
be popping up. Even like as a kid, what just another girl from the IRT had just popped up and was like, oh.
How did
I
that
think
just pop up?
No, the
That was
first
on
time that I
HBO.
ever seen
That
that
was on
movie,
HBO. That was on
but
but
I
that's
think
what
HBO.
what
I'm
she
saying.
said
The
is
first
she
time I
never
seen it,
heard about it. It just popped up
That's a
like she
yeah, it
was
just
watching
popped
TV.
up
that's
one
a
night.
true statement. That's a true statement. Like I don't think
Yeah,
nobody actively went to go seek that movie.
But
right.
when
Like it just
when
literally came
HBO had
on.
when HBO has had its originals on, that's when motherfuckers like when the movie Strapped and like
What's that other
other
movie with
Period.
we always talk about it too when we talk about just another girl. Our
You-
song. Our
Oh
song.
yeah.
yeah, our song is another one too.
That was a random movie that popped up and I watched it and I thought it was pretty good, to be honest with you.
I think oh the movie Lift too. The movie with Kerry Washington.
Hmm.
She was a booster. That was another one that just randomly popped up and it was actually really good.
well, rock to the comments and see
You're
what they
making
talking
these
about.
faces for me right now.
Already.
Oh man.
Okay, so Taria said Bebe's Kids.
That's
Zakia
good.
says Vegas Vacation Double A. I guess that was a.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Yeah. Good looking.
Zakia said Shawshank Redemption for her answer. Taria says City of God, and Zakia said Double Jeopardy. Yeah, that was another one too.
Pelican Brief for me. It randomly popped up and it was actually good.
Oh, Eye for an Eye. That actually did
Oh my
randomly pop
damn.
up for me.
That's a good movie. It pissed me off, but that's a good movie.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking good movie.
I'll also add in movie called Disappearing Acts with Wesley.
Oh,
That was another movie that came on HBO.
Wait, okay,
Wow.
see, this
Was
week
that-
everybody didn't have cable, Jay.
That's crazy. but
Everybody
alright.
didn't have
Wesley
cable.
Snipes.
Yep.
With
Yeah,
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes and
Snipes,
Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa
Now Lathan.
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, that movie was pretty weird.
Okay.
I mean, it was a good movie though.
It
Oh,
was
no,
good.
I'm never saying that it's not a good movie. I'm never not saying that, but
That nigga
I
I
Wesley's
just never do
character
it. I
was
just
scary
never
as
do it.
fuck.
another HBO original. But okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Another movie he pays taxes on.
Damn.
What's a show or a movie you're convinced that only you've seen? What's a show or a movie
MASH.
that you're convinced that only you've seen? Nah, sorry. I've seen MASH. I've seen every episode.
Chips.
I've seen Chips too.
Um,
I'm going to give this movie Welcome to the Dollhouse.
Seen that.
I
I've
know you've
actually
seen
never
it.
seen it, but I did see a breakdown on it. And I don't think I want to see it
Um,
because it's just
To be honest, it's
so
not what you
fucked
think.
up.
It's not what you think.
It's not like that. Because my
What I'm
God,
about to say, Coach.
Watch that too. Anybody watch Harry and the Hendersons?
Yes.
Mhm.
Also
Alf.
Alf.
yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I'm the only one that watched a movie called Saved.
What's it about?
It had Mandy Moore in it, Jenna
Yeah, you
Malone. It was
wouldn't watch
basically they were going to like a Christian school, and one of the girls ended up getting pregnant. It was a bunch of
I've
stuff.
seen it.
And with Macaulay Culkin in it too. There
I've
we
seen it.
go. Okay.
Happily ever after.
That's my
Come
show.
on now, Meeks.
We know
Mr.
about
Floppy? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That was the
Seven
shit. That was the shit. That was the shit on Sunday night.
You'd be
You
better
crazy as
saying
hell.
Brothers from Outer Space or whatever that shit is called.
Homeboys. and
Homeboys in
Outer
Outer
Space.
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 You've been better saying that one than Unhappily Ever After.
No, you wouldn't have
I wouldn't want to admit to that.
You fucking crazy. Homeboys in Outer Space was not bad. We're like, y'all.
What I'm saying is he would be better saying that because most people wouldn't know it versus them knowing Unhappily Ever After.
I guess Siskel and Ebert was making y'all think about this because that's crazy. Homeboys in Outer Space was a good. What about Between Brothers?
Seen that?
Seen it.
And
Well, sorry, that was
Night.
the other question. That's my fucking show too.
Damn. I'm sorry, I just keep looking at the comments.
Well, what's a movie or show that like you're convinced, like really convinced you don't even want that watch?
Trespass.
I know about Trespass.
I'm gonna say it again, the Torkelsons, because nobody remembers it.
What you know about Trespass, Heather?
I know of that movie. I've never seen it, but I know about it.
Who was in it?
I see.
She shut me up. You ain't seen it, so it don't matter.
It's like, damn. I'm trying to think of because certain movies, like I used to think that nobody knew about it until I got older. Because Cool World was another one.
Oh my God, I remember.
But I know a lot of people now, like, no, they knew about this. But Cool World was definitely one of them.
Definitely.
But anything else, really?
I'm trying to think.
Because
What it said? Anybody watch Pete and Pete?
I never even heard of Pete and Pete.
Salute Your Shorts.
I remember Salute Your Shorts.
I'm convinced I was the only one that watched the Disney Channel show Bug Juice. You watch it too, Aaron?
I take it off my mute fast enough. No, I seen all the episodes of Bug just with the summer camp.
Remember they all was on Hassan?
Yes,
Hassan had all the girls.
the token black guy.
Yep. We hear Aaron. I thought I was the only one.
Bug juice that doesn't grow in a jar. Bug juice.
You know
tastes
what?
sweet.
California Dreams.
I watched that.
Watched it.
It's crazy because I will mention it to other people and they'll be like, "What was that?" And I was like, "It came on right after."
Okay.
Like, goddamn.
Sweet Valley High.
Seen that.
Watched it.
I do remember.
I used to watch it.
Look at James. Got to look up something that we haven't seen before. I see you over there.
No, I really am.
I'm really trying to get myself like, damn.
Oh, this is a movie. I Like It Like That. That was also another movie that I had just randomly came across one night on HBO.
If
It
I'm thinking
sounds
of the-
familiar.
is that the one with Lil Mama from New York Undercover?
Yes, that
Oh my
one.
God.
Well, you ain't
You
the only
only
one.
know
Jay
about it,
remember
but
it.
clearly it's other people that either don't barely remember
No,
it or they don't remember it at all.
yeah, but yeah, that movie I ain't gonna lie, I randomly came across. Like, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that was another one of my random.
that wasn't no shit that motherfuckers was sitting down wanting to see.
All right, everybody answer.
Yep.
All right. We got a couple answers in here. Zakia says The Copycat. She also says Alice, Sweet Alice. That was a very interesting horror movie. That's all I'm gonna say. She also says Mikey. The Secret Garden.
The Secret Garden. I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep on that movie like all the times I tried to watch it.
Taria says Train Spotting was crazy. The Room should have never been made. I know exactly what movie you're talking about with The Room. That shit was horrible. Zakia says The Bad Seed.
That movie was crazy.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Macaulay Culkin in? No, that's the Good Son.
No, that's the older movie, if I'm not mistaken, with the same premise. This was answering to Zakia. I saw this. That little boy was crazy. Zakia says facts. And then she also says, I know both of those, but
She's talking about the Sweet Valley High and what you call it.
mm-hmm.
Okay. What's a movie you just recently watched that you feel is a must see and why? Straw. I'm gonna just say that Straw is a must see, and I feel like it's because he depicts this movie in a way where it is relatable to a lot of women and people in general. It's not your average movie, and somebody said something, and it was kind of fucked up, but at the same time, it made sense. Where they said, this movie make you realize that you need to make sure you have direct deposit. Because all the shit that happened was bullshit. But I just feel like he touched on so many things. And because he's experienced those things with other people in his family, he depicted it in a way that he made it relatable for everybody. In some way, shape, or form, in my opinion.
I would say Sinners. Very. Anyone who loves music or vampires, I think it's a must-see movie. Plus, it has a lot to do with our culture, the African American culture. So, definitely go see Sinners.
Allure with Young Jock in it.
That was good. It's on Tubi, y'all. It's on Tubi.
Facts.
For me, it had been out for a while, but it's probably the last movie that kind of had me like, whoa, what the hell? A movie called Mayhem. It's actually on Tubi right now. It actually came out a while ago, but it was probably one of the most insane movies that I've ever seen. Like, just as far as the adrenaline rush and the action and just a lot happening at the same time. Like, it kind of reminded me of Crank. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Crank, but this one was just on a whole nother level. It was just kind of that what happened if you got locked in a building with all of your coworkers and there was a something released in the air where you had absolutely no inhibitions at all and you could do whatever the fuck you wanted to do.
Mm.
So it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, Heather, we're gonna need a list because
Okay.
if I ain't seen it, something's wrong. I've seen a
I'll
lot of
definitely
movies.
get you that list.
Thank you kindly. Uh,
Misha, did you answer?
Um, honestly, I didn't know, but if I if I had to go with a movie that had me like heavily intrigued, it would be it would be this movie called Falcon Rising, with
okay.
which is with Michael Jai White in there, and I believe I don't know if it's still on Tubi or not, but if it is, I'll definitely recommend watch that if you're really heavy into like martial arts action and whatnot, definitely a must see.
Okay. Excuse me. And Jay, you answered? Okay. Go to the comments, Heather.
Alrighty. Zakia says flowers in the attic.
That movie is crazy.
Yeah, that the book as well.
Mm-hmm.
Zakia says sinners. Taria says adolescents and sinners. I still want to check adolescents out. She also says adolescence is a mini series, but still worth the watch. A lot of them awareness when it comes to children and their mental health. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing a lot. And she also says, I'm sorry, I'm talk texting and it's not accurately typing what I'm saying. We understand what
You're
you're
good.
saying. Cool.
You're good. Okay. The next question is, what is your favorite genre of movies? What is your favorite genre of movies? I'm a horror movie buff, so horror is like my thing. I like comedies and all that, but give me horror movies all day long.
Most definitely, that was my answer. It was going to be horror first, comedy second, and maybe docs third.
I find myself leaning towards horror and action movies because it's something about like it's something about high pace well high fast paced movies, if I could put it like that, that
Okay.
keeps me intrigued like what's going to happen next.
And
Action slash autobiography or biopic type of genre.
yeah, I meant to say documentaries too, Heather. Thanks for saying that.
Got you.
Comedies, thrillers, and I mean, I guess you can go documentary after that.
You might as well say documentaries. You know you like watching them shits too.
Depends on what I'm watching it about.
You still watch a lot of documentaries. Go ahead and say it. We all talk about that all the time.
Damn.
I'm just saying,
I
we
mean,
do.
it's funny how nobody said any like romantic comedies or
Mm,
dramas.
You you be the
Please.
person for that.
Yeah, I thought that would be your answer. Honestly,
right.
romantic comedy.
Actually, I honestly can't. I don't really care for romantic movies like that. It's not my go-to.
Really?
Honestly,
That's
I thought
that's news to us.
mother say I thought you know the Notebook. That was a great movie.
I have honestly never even seen The Notebook.
What?
What?
Never wanted to.
Listen,
Wow.
watch the Notebook. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. Watch it.
Now, I do remember watching A Walk to Remember.
That was good.
That one was sad too. But yeah, I just that's never been my go-to. Horror has always been first.
But I also love biopics too, though.
Hmm.
Kind of piggybacking off what Double A said.
It's hit and miss with me, but
Hmm.
documentaries, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, everybody.
I can say biopics if it's done correctly.
You watch the bad ones too. That's how you know if it's done correctly or not.
Facts.
True.
All eyes
He
on
Yeah,
me was
like them,
in
but he
that.
don't like them.
I knew you was going there. I know somebody was going there eventually.
we're gonna say
Yep.
that specifically.
Yep. I just want
I,
people to
I,
know.
I knew that one was coming.
Just because you got a person that looked like Tupac don't mean the movie was good.
Damn. Well, we do have
The last note.
we just have one comment in regards to that. Taria says documentary are bios, even though both of those make me go down a rabbit hole to find out more info. Also suspense slash thrillers.
Anytime I watch a docu or like I see a clip or something, I'm definitely gonna see if they got a documentary on it. But I'm definitely gonna go and look to find out more information about something. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Half of this shit, well, I'm not gonna tell you I have the stuff that I see because they might try to put me in a crazy place somewhere. Um, y'all not supposed to agree with that. You
It
like this
was
bitch
still
psycho.
too.
I don't, lock her up for 72 hours. Put her on a hold. I don't need that in my life.
What's the
Um,
next one?
what makes stop, Aaron?
Damn.
um, what makes a movie or a show funny to you in your opinion? What makes a movie or a show funny to you in your opinion? What's that element that makes it funny to you?
Honestly, the delivery and the body language. Like you can either give just the right body language where it lands the joke or do too much and it just absolutely kills it.
Okay.
I would say the authenticity of the nature of the comedy, and also if you're able to, like, your feed off your co-stars at the end of the day. So if they get it, if they catch it, that's that's the I guess you say the
Chemistry.
thank you, the chemistry of it all.
I will say the chemistry, also maybe even the premise, and really depending on who's delivering whatever funny pieces is supposed to, whatever's supposed to be funny depends on who's delivering it. Because, like I said, some people are just funny with just they just funny at being funny.
Okay.
I agree with y'all.
I definitely think the actor, whoever's doing it, or the comedian, either or, it's that person, their personality, and then how they deliver it. Also, how they read the room to make it funnier because they can tweak at a moment's notice. That's what makes it funny, in my opinion. But that's just me. The way you don't have nothing else to add to that.
Nope, you guys did a phenomenal job answering that question. We can
Okay.
move on.
What's a movie or a TV show that challenged your perspectives, and what did you learn from it? What's a movie or a TV show that challenged your perspective, and what did you learn from it?
So clearly we ain't learning shit. We just learned about shit.
Um,
Um,
what's it called? Crush or Blue Crush or whatever that movie was.
Blue Crush.
Um, it made something so innocent and turned it into something so bad only because
Oh, you're talking. It's the Crush.
it's the crush. Okay, so it was so innocent because it was he didn't intentionally flirt with her or nothing like that, but a smile or a hi, and she just went batshit bonkers. And then it turned to something else when all of that could have been easily avoided. When he started seeing that shit happen, he should have just moved. You didn't have to stay in that place. You could have left. You're renting this place from somebody. You could have left. And it just is like you learn that sometimes when you see a pattern of something, take heed to it and move with caution.
Yeah, that. I think for me, I'm honestly gonna go. I'm gonna go anime on this one and say Death Note. The reason why did I say Death Note is because it really does make you wonder, like, if you really had the ability and you had this power to basically write a person's name down and kill them, would you abuse that power? And also, what I enjoyed about the way that they wrote that manga and how they translated into the anime is at one point you completely understood what the main character's objective was of why he was doing it. But then as the story progresses and his actions get more reckless, you start to wonder, like, wait, how much longer can I be okay with why you're doing this? Because a lot of the decisions that you're making now, nigga, is like crazy.
So can you
So
imagine Death Note being real and we got 47 in office? How bad that would be on our part or on his part as well?
and that's the scary part. It's like that type of power getting into the wrong hands would completely destroy this world. So it's just a matter of, okay, you having this power, like, what would how would you, what would you do with it, and would it possibly corrupt you in the end because of how far you're willing to go for your goal? Like, that's what that show kind of taught me. Again, it's one of those shows where you don't know if you're okay with what the main character is doing. If you're not, you're in the middle like the whole time until it gets to the end, and it's like, damn.
Right.
I'm gonna go with the TV show called Black Mirrors. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. Maybe you guys haven't seen it. I'm gonna refer to each particular episode, but just to challenge uh, on what technology could be in the future, or it can challenge on your perspective of life of what it could be in the future. Um, the unknown. We all know technology is always like 20 years ahead of us. So, back in the day, we watched Back to the Future and they had a flying hoverboard. And look, we got hoverboards. They're not flying just yet, but I'm sure that one day they will be. We
Yeah.
watched the Jetsons as kids and they have flying cars. And yeah, we don't have flying cars as of yet, but I'm sure they're coming soon. So, um, yeah, I would say the TV show Black Mirrors.
That's a
Okay.
good one, actually.
Right. Meech. Jay.
I honestly have nothing for this one.
Wow.
Uh, I'm gonna go with the TV show Who Killed Malcolm X, and basically all of the to learn that one of our greatest leaders died for hate, died because he was being hated on, I should say. So, and to learn the division in the Nation of Islam, and to know that the man who was responsible for his murder was still alive until a certain amount of time, and to know that he passed away the day before they caught up to him was deeply it pissed me off deeply.
Damn.
So I learned a lot from that
Okay.
TV show.
Did everybody answer?
Yeah,
Because Meech said he had nothing.
Okay. Alrighty. As Zakia says, Pacific Heights. It
facts,
taught me everything not to do when I become a landlord. If you haven't seen it, add it to your must watch list. I've definitely heard of that movie, and that motherfucker
facts.
is
Watch
crazy.
that shit.
Taria says, "Yeah, I agree with Death Note. Death Note, but again, I would have to say adolescence. It really touched on how parents can think they know their children, but actually don't know them at all. Big facts.
Okay. Have you ever felt like a movie was about you? What movie was it and why? Have you ever felt like a movie was about you? What movie was it and why?
Nope.
My spirit is telling me that you're lying.
Part
You
of me
never
wants
watched a movie and it hit hard to where it reminded you of you.
honestly, I would have to say Insecure for me and Issa's character. Like a lot of the decisions that she was making, it really was based in like wherever her life was at the moment. And that is definitely something that I could connect with. Because sometimes we don't make the best decisions at those moments, but eventually what I loved about the show is that eventually even after everything she was still able to, you know, I can't think of the word right now. She was being able to still achieve her goals and get what she wanted out of life. But going through it, it was very reminiscent of things that I also went through as well, feeling awkward as hell.
I want to say Malcolm in the Middle for me because I just felt like I'm the middle child, but everything's on my back. You got the older one and the younger one, and they get to do whatever, but everything falls on me as the middle child. So Malcolm in the Middle for me.
I feel that.
Hmm. This may be weird for me to say, but I will say I'll say The Sandlot, mainly because I was like the loner. Like I really didn't know how to make friends like at that type of age. So I just stuck to myself. Like I was that timid kid back then.
I'm not gonna even hold you. At times, I felt like fucking what's the middle sister name from the Brady Bunch?
Oh, shit.
Jan, was it
Virginia.
Jan?
It was Jan.
Jan. I felt like Jan sometimes.
And that's ironic to say because I couldn't even remember her name. Marsha was the first one that popped up in my head.
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Don't
God
judge
damn.
me.
I feel like we should go to the comments if there's nothing left to say here.
There is no comment.
Never seen a movie or show that looked or anything about y'all? That's crazy. Okay. Let's go to this one. There's no comments. If you could erase one movie from history, which one would it be and why?
Super Mario Brothers.
Wow.
She not lying, but wow.
That shit can go to the lower pits of hell. And to hear that motherfuckers just they had to be drunk on set just to function, just to deal with the erraticness of that movie. Yeah, that it should not exist at all.
It was.
The Koopas didn't even look like nothing. They turned Super Mario World into a goddamn dystopian. It was just ridiculous. So who's next?
You could erase one movie from history. Which one would it be and why?
That sorry excuse of a live action Dragon Ball movie. Simply because why? Like you have to be drinking battery acid to think this shit was good.
Battery acid.
You could throw the last Airbender in there with that.
That too. Anything, almost anything that's anime related turned into a live action movie. No, like why? Like you just basically using it as a cash cow at the end of the day.
If, you said if I can erase any movie,
Mm-hmm.
the Titanic. That movie was long. It was boring. And it was stupid.
Please elaborate.
Yeah,
He ain't lying though.
the way Jack died, he should. The way Jack died, it shouldn't have happened. We could have took turn on that damn. We could have took turns on that damn door. You get down here for 10 minutes, I get up there for 10 minutes. But no. Now you
Oh,
now you 92 get to tell the story while I done floated in the bottom of the ocean. Fuck you, lady.
damn.
What's that weird ass movie? That was on YouTube floating around with the black dude.
Is it something strange about the Johnsons?
Yeah, I would delete that from history.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
strange about you. I would
100%
delete that movie with no hesitation. And I'm flashing everybody like they did on Men in Black, so they don't remember the shit.
Like Ari asked her for that to be that motherfucker first shit. That should have gave you an inkling of where everything else was gonna go. Like to Hereditary, to Midsummer. That should have told you right there what his writing style is like. But yeah, that
0
could
out of
definitely
10, I
be.
wouldn't recommend.
Mm-mm.
Not at
Undercover
all.
brother.
You don't like mayonnaise.
That movie can go.
Same,
Hey,
man.
Both of them.
I actually like
That's another movie that
Undercover
didn't
Brother.
deserve to be number 2.
You know what? Y'all gonna hate me, but the movie sucked.
What?
And we only liked it because when the music came on, the dead man started dancing. But Weekend
Weekend
at Bernie,
Bernie's. And the crazy shit is, I only like the one with the black dude. So
I will actually. I agree with you on that. It
I don't
just
know why, but as a kid, it was kind of entertaining, but like it didn't age very
But it
well.
was
And you
just
got
when he danced. That's the only reason why you
that's
liked
the
it,
only
because it
reason
was
why
that's
we
the
this
like
right
only
it.
here.
reason.
Then it was
Like,
getting up. Like
yeah,
that's the only time.
walking in the middle of the ocean, like I'm like, all right, this is kind of funny as a kid. But then I look back at it, I'm like, this wasn't it. And thank God they never made like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of
because
them.
you're thinking logically as an adult now, just as to like how to no,
Yeah,
this don't even make no fucking sense.
I
But then again,
concur.
that was the 80s and 90s for you. A lot of shit did not make fucking sense, but they just said, fuck it, we just gonna throw it on the screen.
I was about to troll Jay for a minute.
And say,
Cool running.
fuck out of
Oh
here. You
yeah.
crazy.
I said I
You
was about to troll Jay
crazy.
because I know he
I'll
likes
say,
that
fuck out of
movie.
here. That's
Damn.
good of, but fuck out of here. You crazy.
No, I
Mm-mm-mm.
like the movie, but I was just gonna troll you
I
for
want
a
to say
second.
that movie,
I know
that
you like
movie,
the movie.
that movie will never be erased from time. Shit. Even though a lot of the pieces of it ain't true,
That's
but hey,
facts.
to each his own. I'm really trying to think here. If I can erase a movie from the world that was unnecessary. This unnecessary.
Well, I didn't say unnecessary. Just if you can erase a
I
movie from
mean,
your
if I'm
world.
erasing a movie, it's unnecessary.
No, you could have just probably didn't like it.
Shit. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna go and say it. A Thin Line.
Oh,
A thin line.
A thin
Yep.
line between love and hate.
No, Love and Marriage. Yes. Yes.
okay. I gotta hear
Yeah.
this. Why?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There's a lot of movies that are not believable.
Yeah, but Martin being a sex symbol is not one of them. So
That's the reason.
yes.
All right.
Since you want to go there, since you want to go there, I'm going Whoopi Goldberg. And what's that movie where she played the coach of the New York Knicks?
Okay.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie gotta go.
I can go. That definitely can go.
I mean, I don't really remember the movie much. I just know about it. So I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
not gonna not agree.
That's crazy because I figured you would know about that movie. I don't know. I got you all.
I know about it, but I just never watched it.
Yep. That line can go. I can erase
I've
that
watched
movie.
Made in America probably most of the time.
Made in America was good. That's underrated.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't think of really anything else that they could have just
To like I said, to
not made.
erase from history is
Oh, the Lifetime Aaliyah biopic.
yeah.
Damn.
That could should have never been made.
That's unanimous across the board.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
throw out
she's
the
not
other
lying.
I mean, a couple of the motherfuckers could not have
about
been
to
made. They
say.
could have
So
kept the
throw out
Britney
a
shit.
couple of them.
hmm
Mhm.
Absolutely.
They could
I
have kept
still
that
can't believe
Tony
you said
shit
thin
too.
line. That's a crazy.
You said what?
I can't believe Gerald said a thin line. That's crazy.
That is
That's
I
wow.
mean,
diabolical.
I didn't expect that from you, sir.
Thank you. Like to throw a wild card in there every now and again.
God
Yeah,
damn.
Ah,
that takes a little
Damn.
point off your name, sir. You make that gold star.
Okay, make it a silver. I can go with silver today.
Bronze, sir, bronze.
A
Okay.
bronze star. Damn.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments and that actually just it did remind me of a movie, but
all the other honey movies
Obsessed.
except for the first one
They could have kept Obsessed. We didn't need that
Obsessed.
movie.
Which one is that?
with Beyonce.
The movie with Beyonce and Idris Elba.
Whatever. Home Alone 3. No, I actually like 3, but Home Alone 4 can go.
House Party 3 and on.
What?
Yeah,
House
100%.
Party 3? Absolutely not. The one with Bernie Mac in it? Are you crazy?
Well, sorry, no, 4 and
No,
up.
four and on.
Four and up.
Not
4 and
three.
on, I got. I hear you.
Foreign all the way to the present. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 and on, I can agree
Including
with
the
that.
remakes and
My-
whatever
my-
the fuck they was doing.
Doing too many.
Yeah, that's another thing that made too many of.
The only thing is you didn't get it at first, but you get it because they just threw them into it because they were younger on like I think the first one or the second, whichever one it was, the first one.
Hmm.
And so then you got Marcus and all them in school or whatever. And but then once you get past that too, you like the last one is even dumber than the other ones before that. Before
Yeah.
it's like, come on. Like
This
I
one
just
might
wanted
be
to call it something.
this one might be a little controversial, but Norbit. They could have kept Norbit.
Explain.
They can get rid of Norbit.
You know
Like,
what?
honestly, Norbit and a couple of other movies.
I mean,
Norbit,
if you're gonna say that, you
Bowfinger,
might as well say some shit like Holy Man or
Uh,
something like.
Goldfinger definitely.
Holy Man too. Like a lot
Um,
of the movies that just I don't know, they weren't I just feel like actors
What's
they
the-
get to a point where they just start pushing out shit. And Eddie was at a point where he just started pushing out any and everything.
Yeah.
And Norbit,
That
even though
too.
it had its moments, it wasn't needed. It just really wasn't.
So just take
Little
away
skinny bitch gonna be
Rasputin.
there?
Just take away Rasputin.
Is little skinny bitch gonna be there?
That's what I said. I'm not saying that it didn't have its moments, but it's just like compared to
It
everything
had a
else,
lot of
like,
moments.
I think Eddie Murphy got a lot of those movies like Heather is saying though. Like I think
No,
he's
I'm not gonna sit up here and say Eddie
he-
Murphy didn't overdo it with movies, but like I said, Holy Man,
Holy Man for sure.
the Haunted House one he did, and
Yep.
it's a whole bunch of shit that Eddie shouldn't
Yeah.
have done. You know, because he was trying to get out of that, the divorce proceeding, so he was just pushing
That
movies out.
Christmas one
But
was good though.
that makes sense that it was pushing out because of that reason.
say that again.
The Christmas one he did was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was
That
good.
was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
But I can't get rid of it.
I can't get rid
No,
of
but
Norbit.
please don't leave. I'm a child.
Big Mama's House 2 and 3.
Absolutely.
I agree.
You gotta keep 2. 3 can go for sure. Gotta keep 2.
Now that you say it like that, maybe, yeah, I can.
Three was really on
Two
the
is
Two is okay. 2 is okay.
2 was
I get
It
okay.
was when they did the whole sting operation when he went to the house, right?
But I was one.
That was one. What's 2?
When shit, I forgot.
Hold on.
That's not when he introduced his son into it, right? That's part 3.
No, that's the third one.
That's 3.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
worst one.
Okay. You can keep 2. 3 gotta go.
Freddy's
Um,
Dead, The Final Nightmare.
who?
Freddy's
Freddy's
Dead, the
Dead,
final
The
nightmare.
Final Nightmare.
Freddy's dead. Yeah, I would agree with
Mm,
that. And Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason
facts.
X. Good
Fact.
lord.
Oh yeah, bigger facts. Jason X that actually trumps
Yeah.
over Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason in space.
Still don't under that.
It's
That's
super
the space.
facts. Anyway,
After that franchise, basically.
well, we gonna say after
I said
after
half.
the 80s going into the mid 90s, Jason, all them Jason movies can go.
Okay, we
Can
got
be
2 more
erased.
questions after this. So Heather, go to the comments.
Yes. Taria says the Lion King live action, even though that shit wasn't live action. I'm sorry, Beyonce is not a good actress, even if
Trash.
she's doing voiceovers. It just wasn't it. I'm sorry, it just wasn't it for me. But I did like Mufasa. And she said, honestly, all Beyonce films excluding Dreamgirls.
What? Wait, wasn't she in? Wasn't she in Cadillac Records?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
She was
I
in Cadillac
actually
Records
liked
though.
her as Etta
Yeah.
James. Like I didn't really look at it as it her being that wasn't that bad to me, honestly.
No,
Yeah,
Cadillac
but
Records.
Fighting Temptation was horrible.
She wasn't bad and obsessed either, though. I know you already said you can, like, you would probably get rid of it, Heather, but I don't think she was that bad of an actress in that movie.
Somebody made a statement and it never like after I heard that, I just continuously heard that in my head of this when you watch her in her monologue moment, like when they go back to the house, if you put music to it, it's like she's singing, but she's not. And I
Oh, so
cannot watch that scene the same way anymore because of that.
so basically, she sing all her dialogue, is what you saying?
Basically, like the way she's saying it is as if
So
she
she
was
just,
singing it.
she just like Elvis.
I was like, what?
Mhm.
We gotta win this race. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Go ahead.
No, but I still think that with Cadillac Records, so I think she redeemed herself
My
with that.
Cadillac Records was good. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We all know what Mount Rushmore is, right?
The mountain with 5 heads on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say 5 heads?
Isn't it 5?
It's 4.
Oh,
Is it?
sorry.
It's,
Yeah.
it's 4.
No.
Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this question. Who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of actors, not actresses, because we're gonna do them next, but who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of actors?
So we only named 4. Your top
Yeah,
4 of
we
all
only name
time,
it for
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel,
Hmm.
Jamie,
Hmm.
and one more. I'll say, hmm, Robert De Niro.
Okay. While y'all thinking, I'm gonna go Denzel, Chadwick. Um, I just had his name, Sean Connery, and I'm gonna put Will Smith on there.
Um,
Travis.
I'm gonna go. I mean, Denzel's gonna be mentioned. Gary Oldman. Fuck. Definitely Gary Oldman. This might be controversial, but Christian Bale and Al Pacino.
Oh,
Hello. Go ahead.
that's a solid list.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say Denzel, Samuel, Al Pacino, um, and Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
That's
That's good.
nice.
I'll definitely go Samuel, um, Chadwick, um, just, just because for the hell of it, John Candy.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Mm.
hmm And I will also go. I also go Robin Williams, just because.
That's
Rest in
nice.
peace. Rest in peace. You got too serious and too
Oh,
funny. I like that.
to both of them.
Two
Right.
serious, two that's serious and two that's funny. I like that. Mhm.
Okay.
Those are all pretty solid.
Yeah, I know that sucks because it's only 4 people, and that list is so huge.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So I know it's hard to pick, but I just wanted to challenge your mind for a second with that one. Heather, we got a comment.
Oh yes. We have two. Teresa says she does well, and she does well in role where she's playing something similar to herself, which is a singer. When she's not a singer, she doesn't do well at all.
Agreed.
Okay, and then her list is Denzel. Oh, we're gonna do the
We're
actresses
gonna
next.
take Angela out. We're
Yeah.
gonna take Angela out because this is just the actors right now.
Okay, no, you good, girl. She says Denzel, Jamie, De Niro, and Chadwick, and then she says, "Sorry, I added 5. It's okay."
Now, who would be on your Mount Rushmore of actresses?
Sorry, I was losing breath. You got
Harder.
me.
Well, at least you can whistle. I know how to put my lips together and blow, but I can't whistle. That shit fucked me, Chuck.
It did. Oh my god.
Boom,
But
boom.
Right.
but
Got lightheaded there.
While
but
they're thinking, Heather, go ahead and read. This is from the last one.
Okay. Alrighty. She said Denzel, Liam Neeson, Chadwick, and Sean Connery.
That was a good one. Liam
That's a
Neeson.
solid
And
ass
that's for
list.
May Love.
Liam Neeson is a solid actor. That's a
That's a
fact.
good list.
I feel like my women's list doesn't consist of older women. Like I feel like they're all like mid-aged women. Like I feel like I'm missing some of the historian women that kind of set the way for some of these younger women. But I'm gonna say Angela, Vivica, Gabrielle. Um, who will be my last pick? I don't know. Like maybe like a Dorothy Dandridge. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm missing someone a substance, and I can't. You
I'm
can't
gonna
just
do
say
all
like,
older women.
huh?
I'm gonna
Go
do
ahead.
older women. So definitely Angela's on there, right?
Mhm.
But they're gonna be stereotypical when I say it. So we got Angela,
Mm-hmm.
Viola Davis,
Mhm.
Loretta Devine,
Mhm.
and I know probably nobody. Uh, but what is her name? Natavia Spencer.
Yeah.
Octavia
Octavia.
Spencer.
Octavia
Octavia.
Spencer.
Octavia Spencer. That would be like my obvious 4. My obvious 4.
I can't put what's her name on there. I feel like
Who,
she played.
Octavia?
No. What's her name? Yeah,
Loretta?
yeah, yeah. I know how much I love Loretta too, but
Well, the reason why I love Loretta, I know she has that same role, but I don't look at it as far as the role. I look at how she plays the role. Because she embodies that character to the point where it is believable that that's her.
like if you put Octavia, not Octavia, if you put her on there, you gotta put like Cicely Tyson on there. I feel like at the end
I
of the
mean,
day, like
definitely
Not
Cicely can be on there,
necessarily.
she been
but
Not
everybody
necessarily.
like she been everybody grandma in all the movies, just like what's her name, and everybody's auntie in all the movies. So I just
but let's
like
be honest. Even though Cicely Tyson has played that role, they're small parts. Loretta Devine has been the main character.
Mm.
Y'all got more. I mean, I love Loretta, but y'all got more grace for her than what I got for her, and I'll leave it at that.
No, no, I hear you though. Like Loretta, I mean, if you really want to be honest, she's not. I mean, we know her, but at the same time, she plays a lot of small roles.
I mean, all the same roles too. Like she's not very well multiverse, in my opinion. Like again, I got
Yeah.
nothing but love for her, and she's forever gonna be like that auntie, in the film industry for us. But I just feel like we didn't get Denzel from her. We didn't get Training Days, and we didn't get Glory, and we didn't get like when you think about all the male characters you named and how well versed they was. We don't get that from Loretta Devine, and I'm not sure if it's because was there a barrier in that industry that blocked her from getting all those woman roles to show off her
I
different
don't even think it's that.
type
I
of
just think that
skills.
she embodied that role so well that people just naturally put
Mm.
that towards her, where she plays the role of a mother or a grandmother so well that that's the roles that they write or want to give to her.
I
I'm
got
not
you.
saying that's how I feel, but that's why I said I don't look at it as it in her role. I'm going based on her acting.
I got you. Okay.
Well, I'm going with Angela,
Hmm.
Holly Berry, Regina King, and my wild card is Betty White.
I'll give you Betty White.
Gotcha.
Regina King, yeah. I'm not sold on the Holly. Sorry.
I got you.
Um,
Wow.
for
Crazy.
me, it's gonna be Angela, of course. Viola. There's one that's gonna be controversial. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but honestly, Kathy Bates.
Oh, facts.
Well, girl.
Facts.
And the last one is sorry about that. Diane Carroll.
I know. Actually, guys, where's all the? Never mind. Move on. We
I
just-
know what you're going to say. And I thought about that. I
I
thought
did
about
too, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them too that need to be mentioned. But I
Hmm.
think when it comes to women, maybe they like we need to separate the two Mount Rushmores because at the end of the day, I feel like the acting styles are different. Not
hmm
taking away from them, it's really really harder to kind of put like just four women up there. It's even harder to put four women up there opposed to four men, in my opinion.
And
But
that's why I said I
No,
know
you're
it's
right.
hard,
You're
Right.
absolutely
but
correct.
just give me
That
four.
is a fact.
Because I mean, I could have went Meryl Streep. I could have went. I could have did
Emma
I was
Stone,
thinking of Meryl Streep. I was thinking of Glenn Close as
Kate,
well, and I was like,
Kate
fuck.
Winslet, and
yeah, it's a lot.
it's
It's a
some of
lot.
those that I could have just put up there, but
I think it's more so we're, I don't want to say biased to us, but it's just naturally what we resonate to. It's the reason why those name wasn't called, if that makes sense. Because we never said they're not good actresses. It's just that because we resonate with the other ones more, it's the reason why those names were called and not the other ones.
Good
Right. And I
call.
think for me also was just I was thinking of a bit more of diversity. So Angela's going to pop up because she's done a lot. And that is something to take in consideration. Same thing with Viola. And now I think that was another reason that Kathy popped up for me too, because of the amount of shit that she's done and she's embodied like these characters. So it's just like when I think of some people to put up there, it is I see what you're saying, like we're more resonated with these because we see these movies more than anything.
Yeah,
But
you
I
definitely
think
have the other ones. You have Nicole Kidman. You know,
yeah, it's so but Aaron, you're absolutely right that it's just so many that it's hard to I think it was harder to put four actresses versus four actors.
Uh, well, I will say, I will say Angela, obviously, and out of respect, and I'll throw Whitney in there also, and I will say the Alone, definitely, and, and fuck it, I'll go with Janet Jackson.
You put a lot of artists.
what the fuck are you talking about? Like Whitney who?
Houston.
Like, what do you think you're talking about?
Come back. Come back. You can't just say that and not explain why you said that. Get your ass back on camera, sir.
Whitney Houston's on Mount Rushmore, really? And Janet
I
Jackson.
mean, he
That's his.
liked her when she played in Waiting to Exhale. He liked her when she played The Bodyguard. He liked her when she played what's the other movie called? You mentioned
Savannah.
it earlier, Aaron.
Waiting to
Huh?
exhale, Savannah.
I said that. I said Waiting to Exhale.
Oh,
The
you
other
did say
movie, Preacher's Wife.
Chris's wife.
Like
And,
See,
and she, and
she had a couple of movies.
Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
and she, and she was pretty. She was pretty good at Sparkle too.
Impossible.
Sparkle.
Oh, she was in Sparkle. You're absolutely correct.
That was her last movie.
Yeah, that was the
Sparkle
last one she
Sparkle
did.
was trash, y'all.
I completely forgot about that
And
actually.
We can erase Sparkle for movies ever made.
No, Beach, I gotta ask you something. What's with Janet Jackson though?
He liked her in Poetic Justice, and he liked her on Good Times.
She still gonna fuck you up.
Not just that she was in the whole. She was in the Why Did I Get Married series, and also I believe
She
she
did
was
do
in.
well in that. She did.
Okay, I'll give you
If
that.
you got to choose their acting or their music, which way you going?
That's for the other show, Aaron.
No, let him answer this real quick, and we can go. Leave it at
Okay,
that.
don't nobody else answer that. That really is a question for the other show.
Got you.
Oh, I'll save it for the next show then.
Oh, you a
Yay.
cop out.
You played that perfectly.
Because that would approve Gerald's point right then and there, though.
Does it or does it not? Because they weren't singing in
does.
there.
Not no, but we can sit here. In my opinion,
Well,
they're
Whitney
better.
sung, but Janet didn't.
They're better. They're better singers than actresses.
I agree with that.
All right, cool.
But sorry, we're not supposed to.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Okay, so we do have a couple comments before we wrap up. Just 1 second. Okay. May Love says Whoopi Goldberg, Holly Berry, Lena Horne, and Bette Midler.
Okay.
Taria says Angela, Viola, Regina King, and did you say Ruby D? And Taria said, y'all reaction to me got me crying.
Hold on, Taria. Just for future reference, Ruby D is still short for Davis. Just
Okay.
that's.
It is. I did not know that.
She's married to Ozzie Davis.
I know
Yeah.
who she married to, but I didn't know Ruby D. I thought it was a middle name or something. I didn't know.
And then May Love says Dorothy Dandridge, Eartha Kitt, Betty Davis, and Julia Roberts.
I actually like that list.
Yeah,
It is,
that's
especially
solid.
Julia Roberts. That was a good one.
Oh, and Taria said, I know.
Okay. I was just saying you didn't have to correct yourself. That's all.
Alrighty. Why are you shaking your head? What is the issue?
Easy
Ain't no
list.
issue. Well, I'm sorry. We have come to the end of Talk Your Shit. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it to Heather B.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Next time, I did forget to pin it tonight, but for the next show, I will make sure to have all of our social medias pinned. But in the meantime, just make sure that you do follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram under the same name of UTR Presents Talk Your Shit. I just want to say a quick, as Pud stated earlier, it is Men's Mental Health Month. So just make sure that if you do need any help as far as the men that are in the world, if you do need any help, if you need to speak to anyone, if you're feeling anything, this is definitely the month to address that, or at any time, honestly. So, and then also I want to say happy Pride Month to all of my LGBTQ community. enjoy that, as well as it is also I'm sorry, it is also Happy Caribbean Heritage Month as well too. So just
So you gonna say
FYI.
all that and not Happy Father's Day?
I was getting to that. I wasn't done
No,
yet.
no, no.
She was done. She was
You was
I
done.
done.
You were
literally
It's
was
done.
okay.
not
It's okay.
done.
You
It's
were
okay.
done.
It's
You were
okay.
done.
She
It's
just
okay.
literally
It's
cut me
okay.
off before I
No,
was
you
Nobody
said
cut you off.
no. You was
you
quiet
asked
when I
the
Because
said.
question. But anyways, as Put said, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and hopefully that you guys are already having a great weekend. Final words, not really much of anything is pertaining to the topic tonight, but just everyone, please be safe out there. Please be safe. I won't reiterate anymore. Everybody should already know why I'm saying this. Please make sure that you guys protect yourself while you are outdoors and outside of your home. Stay prayed up, stay blessed. Just protect yourselves. All right? That's all.
uh,
Sound like the condom commercial.
as Heather said, follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, all of our social media. Also, happy Father's Day to all the all the uncles, all the fathers, all the if you had any type of
If you're a father figure to
if,
anyone,
if you're a father figure to anyone, a big brother, anything like that, tomorrow is your day. Also, happy birthday, early birthday to Miss Heather B.
DeMarco.
Happy early
Monday.
birthday to Miss Heather B. You thought we forgot, but we didn't.
On
So
Monday.
happy early birthday to you.
throw your cash
Uh,
app out there. Throw your cash app out there.
right. Put it in the
Pin your
comments.
cash app. Pin your cash app.
Um, like, and basically, I mean, I really have no final thoughts. Tonight was a great show. Kudos to everyone that was in the comments participating. We love that, and we appreciate that. We love y'all, and and kudos to you four that are on the screen. You guys did an amazing job. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass it to Double A.
Happy birthday, Heather. Other than that, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Y'all stay black and die. Good night.
Dang.
Why they got that so simple?
That was rough.
Uh, I, and I would say this. Everybody that's fighting the struggle, stay strong. Keep your head up. I know what you see on TV might be a little bit might be kind of hard to look, but what you might be seeing on TV might not be what's be really going on in real life. So don't always believe what you see on TV, especially on the national televisions. But if you know somebody that's going through these things, ask them questions, ask them what their reality is. Don't be afraid to be given a willing hand. I know a lot of us look at it. This is not our fight to fight, but at the end of the day, we got real people out here that's not our race, that is our race, that is our neighbors, that are our friends, that are going through some real things out there. So, you know, stand for something or fall for anything. I think it's how the quote goes. But in the end of the day, my prayers and my thoughts are with those that are going through tough times right now, whether it's family members or themselves. But yeah, stay strong, and I'm with y'all.
With that being said, we're gonna go to Blaze
Go ahead,
with the
Pat.
deal.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight and showed up and showed out in the comment section. And as always, just keep that energy coming because it's your love and support of us that keeps us going at the end of the day. And also happy Father's Day to all of the father figures out there that's out there do, doing doing their part in the world right now. And mm, as far as final remarks is concerned, it's not really pertaining to tonight, but just more so on the mental health perspective. Don't ignore the status of your mental health. I mean, if you know there's something deep rooted that's going on within you, don't ignore it because If you ignore it, 9 times out of 10 is gonna become worse over time. So you want to get a jump on it as soon as possible to deal with any ongoing issues that you may have. So it doesn't cause any issues for you further down the road. And I'll leave it at that.
Talk your shit.
Professor.
All right. Um, Happy birthday to Heather. As y'all know, and as everybody keeps saying, this is Mental Health Month. It is a simple three-digit number, which is 9888. I said too many eights. 988. Dial that number. That's for mental health, suicidal, substance abuse. Use it. It's a free number if you need it. Um, it is so important to stand with each other in this time where everything is affecting everybody. If you guys do go out there and protest, be safe, abide by the rules, because so much is going on. And if you paid attention to that sheriff in Florida, they're not playing no games. They are willing to off you,
Unalive you.
unalive you quick and tell your family to come pick you up, send you to the hospital, then arrest you. Be safe out there. There are so many ways that you can peacefully protest and not go looting and destroying the very neighborhoods that you are living in. We've already had so much stuff happen just in California with the fires. So to destroy all the other stuff that we have is crazy. Um, Remember, life can be a beautiful thing. It can also be troubling times. But find somebody, talk to them, anybody that's willing to listen, or be a listening ear for somebody else. And with that being said, I'm out. Love y'all. Live life, love, and laugh.
And with that being said, we have come to the end of UTR Talk Your Shit. We are out of here. Take care of yourselves and each other. We love y'all.